Draw the big circle.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Who ran you off your land?
Well, it was one of those dirty mongrels, much like your friend here.
Well, if it's a tainted tree, perhaps we could do something about that. And
I seem to know a certain master of fire.
Yeah, plan C.
Wolf form! Wolf form! Wolf form! Woo! And I'm gonna turn into Direwolf.
As you barrel towards the door, you do continue to hear that crashing. From the vineyard comes this monstrous tree. So you all just got done being harried by our headless friend again, off a random roll, I might add, so don't blame me too hard there. You're sitting at the base of a tower here, it's covered in vines, you're still in the thick fog, but there is kind of a clearing around here. You're catching your breath, sitting next to this stagecoach that you all found, and you determined that it wasn't the stagecoach that Vasily was you all looking for in this case. You're on your way to the Wizard of the Wines, and we'll just go ahead and start there.
Well, gentlemen, that was shitty. I'm doing pretty well though, myself. How are you guys faring?
Not so bad.
healthy. I can definitely fight again.
It's in a few spells.
Let's go ahead and just give me a group perception check here. Waiting on 2 more Pokemon to roll that perception dice.
Yeah, my D&D Beyond's lagging for whatever reason.
Alright, cool. So as you all are catching your breath and looking around, you again feel the eyes of something upon you in this case. But as you do look around, you do realize that you're in no immediate danger at this point. There's no signs or sounds of the Dullahan. You are relatively safe where you're at this point. Understanding that where you're standing, you do see the road that goes back the way you came and the way forward. If you consult your map, you'll know you took that northern turn around the bend there.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, it's about midday. So you guys got a really early start. You had your encounter with the Dullahan. We'll say it's about noon here. Maybe just before noon.
Well, gentlemen, assuming that we definitely don't want to go back from the way that we just came immediately, shall we press on?
Forward and onwards.
I vote to press on.
Perfect. So as you begin to leave the tower, right? You start to dive back deeper into the woods here. Thinking about where you want to go, or is there anything you want to do while you're on the path heading towards the winery here?
Bazzlo, was there anything that you were trying to get for your spells?
Oh, there was. I'm looking out for a firefly, phosphorescent moss, maybe.
Go ahead
moss
and,
shouldn't be too hard to find.
Go ahead
Looks
and
mossy around.
give me a nature check. If you would like to assist Ben with this nature check, you absolutely can.
So yeah, roll that with advantage.
And I need you to tell me how this hunting goes between you and Bazzlo as you're scavenging. I'm guessing not too far off the beaten trail through these woods.
Yeah, so Bapef's taken the lead. He knows exactly what he needs to look for. And let's see. Ooh, that rolls. Okay.
It's almost better.
Yeah, we're gonna just meander around and just inquisitively look underneath the base of trees, and hopefully there's some bushes and stuff. Look for a little spark of a firefly, even though it's kind of not the right time of day. I tell Bazzlo that yeah, if you're gonna try to find a firefly, best time is in the evening, but moss shouldn't be too difficult.
Well, I've never seen a firefly in my life, so appreciate that, Ben. Just gonna keep an eye out for them, and I'm just moving with the party as we're moving, not really trying to hold anyone up or go too far off the trail.
So we're just kind of continuously moving down the path and keeping an eye out at this point. I will say you are finding moss, not luminescent moss. Not a firefly really in sight at this point, but you maybe see some wisps of one deeper into the woods. I'll let you make the decision if you want to go after them.
I think at this time, Bazzlo will probably just go ahead and skip on that, knowing what may be in the woods. So,
yeah, Bazzlo. I see some fireflies off in the distance, but honestly, your best bet, especially to find luminescent stuff, and the fireflies are luminescent as well, best to wait for dusk.
I agree. I think I'll wait till then and stay on the trail.
Do I still feel this presence of something watching me?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. So you do feel eyes upon you. You can't really make out what it is, though, as you continue down this path. Give me a history check. '21. So you recall through your conversations with Irina and as well as the father. You remember that pretty much being watched at all times in Barovia, whether it was like a passing hint or comment made by Irina when you initially were there. You just know that Strahd himself, the devil, has eyes pretty much everywhere. You just don't know how deep that runs.
There's some sense of scrying going on. Feels arcane or magical.
No, not that at all.
No, I mean like just the essence of this area.
I would say that you feel something off and arcane the entire time that you were in Barovia.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just more or less, depending.
Gotcha.
Is that just him or all of us?
I mean, it would be just him in this instance. You all have felt different variants of presence through your entirety here, right? Whether it feels like a cold breath on the back of your neck or your hair standing up, those types of things.
So it feels comparably stronger right now than when we were in the city.
Yes, with your perception check, your history check, and your knowledge, I'll say with your perception, it's noticeable at the very least.
I'm just gonna kind of keep eyes out, see if anything weird happens.
Perfect. One thing this session as well, I'm gonna be looking at the map on the side here. I suggest you all do the same thing. But I think instead of having a map up, I'd rather just have an image so we can play a little bit of theater of the mind. Does that work out for everyone?
Yeah, can you post that in the...
It is
pinned
already
in Curse of
pinned.
Strahd.
Yeah. And if we do need to flip over back to the map from time to time, I'm happy to do it. I'm just letting you know I much do this instead.
Oh, you can just right-click it and then open link, and it'll show up in a browser window.
Exactly.
True.
Elzeiros, Muurujin, what are you two doing as we continue through the mists into the woods?
Considering we've just had a horrifying encounter and our other friends are fucking off in the woods. I'm gonna keep watch on the trail because we might die.
I'm also standing near Elzeiros, just, trying to keep calm and get through what we're going through here in Barovia.
Here, I want you all to give me another perception check, group one, as we continue moving through here. And I'm gonna consult something really quickly.
There we go.
I get advantage on these, so I'm rolling twice.
It's all good. All right, perfect. As you guys continue your march here, you see wisps of light come across deep in the forest. You see what seems to be creatures running, maybe of the four-legged kind, not necessarily monstrous in any case. Whether they're shadowing you or not, you can't really tell, but you do definitely sense and see creatures moving through the forests around you. You guys continue. Yeah, you hear the pitter-patter and the rustle of leaves, a crack of dead twigs as well. Just typical forest sounds in that case. Any other questions?
But no animal sounds, right? Just forest sounds?
Yeah, just forest sounds. You don't necessarily hear any kind of animal call or anything.
Well, gentlemen, if the fact that these animals, I'm assuming you guys can see them as well, is a sign of anything, we might not be in immediate danger. Otherwise, they'd be scarce.
Or it could be wolves stalking us.
Yeah, that as well.
If I've learned anything, it is that we are never safe. I say we get to our destination.
We should proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm up for a brisk walk, boys.
I agree.
So as you continue your walk through the woods here, the road starts to open up into a small clearing. You see another weather-worn signpost next to the road. Three arms of the sign point along three branches of the road. Arms pointing north reads Krezek, and through the woods you can see an arching stone bridge spanning a river. The arm pointing east reads Valaki, and the road slopes up gradually in that direction. The arm pointing southwest reads Wizard of the Wines. The road slopes gently downward in that direction.
So we're basically at the intersection where the bridge is, right?
Correct.
I think we want to go southwest, guys, right?
Elzeiros, since you're keeping a little more vigilance and watch here, I want you to give me a perception check.
All right.
So go ahead and do that. Okay, that technically was advantage. With that 11, we'll actually go ahead and use your passive perception since you are keeping watch here. You do see off the side of the road that it seems to be cart tracks that kind of skirt downhill off the side of the roads leading to Wizard of the Wines.
I'm going to point them out to the group and say we should probably follow these.
If we're looking for a missing cart from this area, that's probably sound advice.
Yeah.
So, and as you walk closer to the cart tracks there that seem to run off, you notice that they go pretty deep into the woods here. You do see that it seems that there's been broken branches and things like that. You can't see the cart directly from the road, though.
I'd like to take a look at these broken branches and see if they were caused only by the cart or if there's something else I can deduce. So maybe why the cart ran off the road.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check.
Not good.
With your what seem to be dimming druidic skills, you just see broken branches. You do notice, though, that the path of the cart seems to correlate with those broken branches, or you think they correlate with those broken branches.
Am I correct in assuming this cart is carried by a beast of burden?
Give me an investigation check, or are you just trying to assume this in general?
I guess I'll look. I don't know what you're gonna do. Look around, see if there's hoof tracks. Does it look like it's a large cart that a person could carry, or a small cart that a person could carry, or a large cart that an animal would be required for?
Yeah. With that, give me an investigation check.
11.
So as you begin to ponder on the cart tracks, or the tracks here in front of you, you do notice that they are fairly spaced apart. It seems that there is quite a bit of pressure put down on those tracks. You can't really make out if it was being carried or pushed or pulled by anything, though. It's been a couple of days, and those tracks have been covered if they were there.
Okay.
Albert, did you find anything useful as we're both looking at these tracks?
It appeared to be a pretty heavy, wide cart. I would guess there was probably an animal carrying it, or at least 2 men. But that's just a guess. Do we want to follow these tracks into the woods, or do you want to go to the winery and ensure that they're okay?
Well, at this time of day, I think it might be our best opportunity to go check them now, as opposed to the early morning or the evening.
Sadly, I would say it's been a few days. They said this has been late. Likely anybody connected to this is not alive anymore.
Something on the cart could possibly help us out with the winery as well. Maybe some loot.
What does the religious one or the dragon have to say?
The cart is not our concern at the moment. I think making sure the winery is still intact.
I agree. If the cart is down that trail unattended, it will most likely still be there when we leave the winery. I thought.
Yes, but we're already right here.
But we'll be right here again when we go back.
Yeah. Bapef a little, weary of the fact that we did just run into that horseman again. Perhaps we should continue to the winery. Room and board seems like a more important thing to acquire than helping a random stranger with this task. We could always come back and look at it on the way back, too.
Can I do a remembery check? Were we tasked with getting the shipment of wine or finding out what happened to the winery?
Bapef chimes up. We were tasked to find a ledger, I believe.
That was in the cart, but the winery itself, we don't know what happened.
I need you both to give me a history check.
15.
Natty 20 for 27.
Perfect. Ben, you are correct. You are supposed to be getting the ledger from the broken cart from Basilis, and that's all. To you, Zack. If you recall, they did want you to check on the winery. They did not say anything about a shipment being handy, but he did mention that their wine stores are running low, so a shipment could possibly be in the works if there is wine.
Well, Albert, you know, a little curveball here. If we need to get some wine, a cart would be a great way to transport it.
That's fair. But if we go to the cart, then we have to take the cart with us to the winery and all the way back. If you guys want to go
Don't
check
want
on
a
the cart, we can go do that. And if we need to find this ledger, it's better probably to have that in hand. Also, it's a book, which would be phenomenal.
Mm.
Is there anyone here that would not be ready for battle should things go south?
It
I'm doing
depends on
great.
how badly we're getting, but
After that
pretty
short rest,
good.
I can transform into my beast form 2 more times. I haven't cast any spells.
I've only got about five more spells left in me, but should be enough for a small tussle.
Where are we
I'm
as
prepared
far
enough.
as where are we as far as time of day?
Yeah, so we'll say the walk from the tower to where you're at now, just a little bit beyond the crossroad. It's about 1 o'clock.
Well, we might as well go check it out while the sunlight's here.
While the sun is sunning.
Yeah.
Is everybody good with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've convinced me.
All right.
Let's go down the trail.
Going down the trail.
Perfect.
No,
so,
we can object and have, debate about shit too.
Yeah.
You
So-
gotta do it in character.
So as you all follow the trail here, it wasn't too much further off. You're probably about 40, 50 meters off of the road here in this case. You do come to a little clearing here, which seems to be next to a stream bed that's been dried up. You come upon this cart that seems to have been ransacked. It's broken. There's bits of glass and then and a little bit of coin strewn about on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Do I sense any magic coming from the cart?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Niner.
You don't feel anything arcane in nature as you approach this. No more than you've felt weird whisperings as you've been in Barovia.
I want to take a kind of just a check of how, I guess, light or dark it is in this area now that we're in.
Yeah, so as you approach, of course, it's never sunny in Barovia in this case. The canopy above you is pretty thick, right? The mist aren't as choking as they have been, but light is still pretty dim comparative.
I guess I'd like to go over to my buddies and see if would anyone maybe like to light a torch, or should we go in quiet?
I think we should approach with caution, seeing that it's been ransacked through. However, I see some of those what do you call those, coins on the ground? Those are useful, right?
That they are.
Let me see from where we're at, maybe what has or hasn't been taken. Is there anything strange that's still there, even though it's been ransacked, like those coins?
Give me a perception check from where you're at.
Yeah, I'd like to. I was gonna do the same thing. Look for, was this ransacked by beasts or people?
So, Bazzlo, from where you're at, we'll say you're about 20 feet away from the cart. You can see that the cart is in many different stages of disarray. From where you're at, you couldn't tell if it was beasts, if it was bandits, or if it was people. There's quite a mess of trails. Again, this is kind of in a dried stream bed at the moment. So it could be used as a pathway for other animals. You can't really tell from the distance you're at.
Since we're in a stream bed, is this rough terrain?
No, it is not rough terrain.
It's dried, right?
Yep.
Okay. I wanna just kind of walk around to the front and see if I can tell if there's anyone in there or any driver. Signs of a driver.
Inside of it. Got it.
Yeah.
While you make your walk around, is anybody else going to follow him? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, but stay, like halfway between him and the rest of the group.
I'm gonna take another angle, kind of just staying a little spread out since it's such a tight area.
Let's stay
Right here.
back and kind of just try to keep eyes on everything.
Yep, I'm gonna sit on this rock.
Elzeiros, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look around the cart and try and see if I can determine what happened to the cart.
Alright, cool. So move your token to where you would want to be as far as the cart's concerned.
Oh, we have a map now.
Awesome. All right, starting with you, Theron, since you were the first one up there, please go ahead and give me a perception check. Perfect. So as you peer around the cart with that 12, you again see that the reins or the hitch for where the horses were broken. As you look into the cart, it doesn't seem that there's anything alive or moving in it from what you can see.
Elzeiros, do you see anything I'm not? I just see an empty cart.
I don't know. Let's see if I see anything.
Give me a perception check. Or are you investigating it?
Ass tonight.
Awesome.
There we
So,
go.
are you actually like going to dig into the cart? Or are you just looking?
No, I just want like crime scene investigation. I want to see if I can see just what happened, if something's still in the area, you know.
Trying not to disturb it. Yeah.
Perfect. So the 12. So you did a 13, but do you have advantage on perception checks?
Yep, anytime I'm in the forest.
Perfect. Good old fucking
Preferred
ranger here.
terrain.
Yeah. Awesome. So as you start to walk around here and start deducing with your deductive reasoning skills like Sherlock Holmes here, you do start to pick up trails of wolf prints. You see that there's hoof prints that run out into the woods from probably the draft horses that were carrying this. You don't see any remains or anything of that nature. As far as human bodies go, you see torn pages on the ground from what looks like a book. You do see a couple of books strewn out across the ground in different disarray or different states. With inside of the cart, you catch a glint of what seems to be something large and metallic sitting towards the back of the cart from where you're at.
How's it looking
Alright, I'm
over
gonna
there,
yell out to
boys?
Albert.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something that might interest you here, Albert.
Well, let's start walking up.
As you walk up, you do notice pages strewn about. You do notice different books and things of that nature just kind of tossed and thrown around. Some, again, in different states of, destruction or whatnot.
Immediately start looking through the books for anything cool.
Yeah, most of the books that you pick up and find are just blank, empty pages. Some of them are children's books. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary. Give me an investigation check as you continue to search through this stuff, though.
Ugh. That one for 8.
So as you begin to shuffle around, you actually trip and fall into a book, hindering your movement just ever so slightly. Bazzlo, what are you doing?
I step up and I'm kind of peering through the other side of the cart here. Can I see that same metal object at all? This
Has
side?
anyone told you about the metal object?
Oh, no.
No, so
I'm
no,
just
you
peering
don't even know to look for the metal object at this point. Bapef, what are you doing?
Bapef would like to walk over to the coins that we saw and begin scrounging them up.
Perfect.
Is that going to be here or here?
There's scattered coins here and there throughout. There's about, let's say, 10 or well, we'll say 15 in all. They all bear a likeness of a young man who seems to be very proud, wearing pretty regal clothing stamped into the gold coin itself. So if you want to go ahead and collect those, I will allow you to, and you get about 20 gold pieces.
All right. And are those coins any different from the ones we've been using?
So as you look at those gold coins, they are not. They are like the ones you have found here in specifically Barovia.
Well, gentlemen, I found a small amount of coins here. They appear to be stamped with the local coinsmith's stamp.
Muurujin, while you are sitting on that rock, I need you to give me a perception check. Perfect. So tell me what you were doing sitting on this rock.
Well, as I see Albert run off towards the cart after he was called, I decide to stand up and come back a little bit the ways we came. Just, keeping an eye out on the way we came and the path back to the main road.
Perfect. With your 5 perception check, coast is clear. You see nothing at all. It seems all fine and dandy. Theron, what are you doing now?
Well, there had to be a driver and there had to be a horse at some point. So I'm looking in the surrounding areas and the trees and the bushes to see if I can see any signs of anything, maybe blood, maybe tracks, just any indication of where they could have gone.
Give me an investigation check. Alright. So as you peer out on the ground and in the woods everywhere, you see much of what Elzeiros saw. You see that it seems like the hitch had broken. A pair of hoof prints run off down off into the woods. As you peer and look around for blood or any kind of matter, you do see a smattering of different paw prints, of different feet prints. You don't necessarily find any blood, though, at this point in time.
Any patterns in the prints indicating towards one spot?
It's really madness is what you see here, right? It's just no discernible tracks going one way or the other outside of the cart tracks and the hoof tracks.
I'm going to look to my group. Well, gentlemen, I don't see anyone in immediate danger, so I say let's find what we're looking for and let's get out of here. And I'm going to start walking back towards Muru.
All right, Elzeiros, what are you doing?
Now that Albert has rather cunningly fallen into the trailer, and
I pick
hopefully
myself up
dismounted,
and dust myself off.
I'm going to go after him and look at the shiny thing.
Inside of the
Yes.
Cool. Go ahead and describe to me how you try to look through this broken wagon.
Is it like pretty deep in there?
Yeah, it's pretty deep in there. So as you're looking at the wagon, you can see that some daylight on the other side, right? It's a covered wagon on top. It has shelving on the outside of it that seem to hold some bits and bobs. You see some crates inside of the wagon itself, and this metal thing or this glint seems to be sticking out of like some wrapped cloth in that case.
I'm gonna grab my sword and kind of poke around with my sword and try and pry it out.
So as you get closer and closer and start digging your sword around in there, your sword hits it and you hear a nice dull ping. You might have heard this sound somewhere before.
Bapef
Alright,
hears
I'm going
that
to
sound
grab
as
it.
well, I'm assuming?
Yeah, who hears that sound?
Elzeiros hears that sound. You were all
Mm.
kind of around it. He's in
Not
the
paying
front of it.
attention.
Yeah, it's not a very loud like sound here.
I'm going to grab the cloth surrounding it and try and drag it out without touching it.
Without touching it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you grab the cloth. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check here.
Oh boy. It's
Relax.
a bomb.
Nothing bad is happening. All right.
Rolls tonight, man. They're awful.
All right. Well, it's all good. So as you try to pry this loose a little bit, it takes you a little bit more time than you would be used to in that case, and pull it free. The cloth falls from it, and a chute of plate armor comes undone with that as you pull on the cloth.
Cool.
An upper part
touch it.
of plate armor.
Like a cuirass?
Like a half plate?
A cuirass.
I'm gonna take a look at it.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you pick up this armor.
There we go. 19.
Perfect. So as you're taking a look at this armor, it's you notice that it's a deep enamel red, right? And there's a lot of filigree and finery around it. It seems very sturdy and practical. This piece of armor was absolutely made for a lord or someone in that case. But it is a piece of armor, usable, and it could be worth some coin if someone doesn't want to wear it.
I'm gonna shout to the group, hey, anyone wear heavier armor?
Oh, you found
The
some
cleric
armor, eh?
can.
I can wear medium armor.
Is it heavy or medium?
It is
Yeah.
heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot don that armor, but perhaps it is worth some coin.
Question: what
Um,
happens if you do don that armor and you're not?
So I believe if you are not proficient with the armor, you have disadvantage on certain checks, which could be okay for you, but I believe it's like athletic, stealth as well. You just might be weighed down a little bit more, but you still do get some of the effects of it if you do wear it.
I thought heavy automatically added disadvantage to stealth.
I want to.
It does as well. So, yeah.
I would like to take a look at this armor. Closer look.
By all means.
Is there any? I'm looking to see if there's any inscriptions or anything that might, I don't know, be a dangerous magic inscribed on it or cause us any harm if we were to put it on.
Give me another investigation check. You see the same thing I told Elzeiros.
Okay.
So, are we looking for the ledger here too, or is it supposed to be at the winery?
Give me a history check.
I don't know.
Bapef's gonna casually walk over to Albert.
18.
18. So before you fell on your face, you recall what you were doing, and it's absolutely looking for a ledger that Vasilis wants.
Yep, I'll continue looking for that.
Perfect. So as you continue, you see a leather-bound book, a red leather book, wedged up underneath one of the tires ever so slightly. It does seem to have like a long, almost book holder placed that hangs out the bottom of it, one of those strings.
I go over to the tire and I try to pry the book free.
Yeah, no prying needed. You pull that leather book out from the loose ground as well. You crack that book open and you start to see numbers and columns filled with numbers and names next to these numbers, things of that nature.
Guys, I think I have the ledger. And I just begin intently reading, trying to memorize as much of it as I can.
Perfect. Yeah, as you start trying to memorize this, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
10?
So you start to discern what it is, but it really just looks like a ledger. So you start memorizing random names and columns and sums and things of that nature, but you can't really discern if there's anything important about these numbers or anything of that nature.
If anything, I'll know who in Barovia is in debt.
Exactly.
Bapef, observing Albert reading this book, asks, are there any names that appear in there frequently?
Do I see any names that appear there frequently, or is it one name and then a balance next to them?
So you see the burgomaster of different burgomasters' names populate through the book that show up multiple times. You see sums and monies to different shops, like the Blue Water Inn that you have just come from. So you recognize some of the names attached to the different places there. So they show up pretty regularly, just denoting that it does business here in Barovia.
Everyone we've met is in debt. They're all poor, and it's all a charade.
Maybe I can get them on the Acorn system, because really,
The Acorn system might be helpful for them, because they're not doing well with gold, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Bazzlo and Muurujin, can you both give me a perception check?
Look at it.
Muurujin, with your perception check, you start to hear rustling in the trees to your left and right. Bazzlo, you were completely oblivious to some of the rustling and cracking of leaves and things of that nature.
All right. I begin to speak loudly. Hey, Bazzlo, I start to hear. I'm hearing some rustling and seeing some bushes. You want to come over here with me? Maybe we check it out.
I go ahead, put my hand on my scimitar and slowly and perceptively make my way towards Muru, seeing if I see anything.
Perfect. Elzeiros and Theron, are you both looking at the armor right now? What are you two doing?
Yeah, so I want to definitely check out the armor. Do I know Albert has found the ledger? Is that known?
He
told the party that I found it.
I want to look at the party and say, gentlemen, perhaps we should look for perishable items as well, because I don't believe anyone else will be passing by here soon. So pick up any scraps while we can.
That's a good idea. I was about to do that as well. And Bapef begins to sniff the air. See if I can smell any perishables.
I want to pick up the armor, and I want to look for perishables as well.
So I need you to add that armor to your weight, or put it in your bag, or if you're going to wear it, those types of things.
I'm not going to wear it, but I am picking it up. What is it again?
It's going to be plate.
Just plate armor?
Yep. Okay. Elzeiros, as he picks up the plate armor here, is there anything else you want to look at around this wagon? Are you going to join in this hunt for perishables and things of that nature?
I'll keep looking in the wagon. I've already started.
Elzeiros and Bapef, please give me an investigation check, and then Muurujin and Bazzlo, please give me another perception check.
15.
Awesome.
8.
15, 23. All right. So Bazzlo, Muurujin, you guys are blissfully unaware of your surroundings. You guys take a look into the woods, and seems like everything's okay. You guys even feel relaxed, more so than you have been. Elzeiros and Bapef. Elzeiros, as you begin to look through the different crates that were where the armor was nestled in, you pull out a crate, and you feel a shake and a heaviness of it. It sounds like it's filled with coins. Bapef, as you take a look at the shelves on the unupturned side of the wagon, you find 2 health potions, as well as some different herbs and things of that nature that may or may not be useful for spell components in that case. Elzeiros, what do you want to do with that crate you just picked up?
We haven't made much money yet. I'm gonna pocket it.
You gotta pry it open first, buddy boy, so I need you to
Oh.
give me a strength
Or
roll.
you mean a crate? Okay.
Yeah, like not a crate, but it's it's a wooden box about this big, this deep, but it's got some fucking heft to it, and it's a sturdy wooden box. Strength, not stealth.
Yeah, that was stealth.
So you begin to pry this thing up, and you get one side of it up, and I'm gonna allow you to just go ahead and roll again.
Nope.
All right. So with the 8 in this case, you do pull up the other side, and coins start to spill out. We'll go ahead and say there is about 250 gold pieces within this that just spilt forth from the crate, but now they're all over the ground since you could only get half of that side open, and you kind of fiddle fucked with it. As you are fiddling with the gold, though, Muurujin and Bazzlo, being kind of the lookouts here, you start to both hear growls and howls around you as your friends are preoccupied with the wagon here in this case. What do you want to do?
I would like to turn to Muru and just tell him to go tell the others immediately, swiftly but quietly. Muru, I think we should alert the other lads that we're not alone.
Right, I'll go get them.
All right, and I'm gonna need everybody stop where you're at, Muurujin, to go ahead and give me 1 second here.
Theron, do I still have a D4 on everything, or is that worn out?
No, but I get those pretty much as often as we need them.
Right, I need everybody to go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Just a lot of wolves.
I am 3.5 pounds overweight. What does that do?
You're encumbered.
You are
Yeah,
encumbered.
I guess
Your
I can just look
movement
it up.
is halved. I can't remember what else.
Disadvantage on dex or something.
All right, with this, in this case, so as you all are checking out the wagon, you all begin to hear howls and wolves and yips and barking, but before you know it, it's too late. You look up from your different places and you notice that you're surrounded by wolves. You hear one deep, long howl from the direwolf that sits upon the tops of these rocks, close to the tops of the canopies here. You are all surrounded in that case, and it is the wolves' turn first. So we are going to go ahead and say that these wolves here are going to move together in tandem. So 1, 2.
Remember, you can select them all if they're all moving.
That is a fair point. They're going to move there. I think they can only move one more up. And Elzeiros, one wolf here, is going to go ahead and take a swing at you with a bite for a 22 to hit. And you are going to take 9 damage from the wolf here in that case. Alright, it is the second set of wolves here's turn. We're just going to go ahead and move these bad boys over to here. And these two are going to move up here and here. Theron, I'm going to need you 1 hits. 2 hits. So 2 hits. This wolves lunge at you, and they get a hold of one of your arms, and you take a total of 15 damage from all 3 of these. Perfect. All right, and Bazzlo, it is now your turn.
Okay.
There's a lot of wolves.
Couple decisions to be made here. Let me just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I would like to step up here through 5, 10. And I'm just gonna start swinging at wolf, that top wolf there.
All right.
Right there. The 19 hit.
A 19 absolutely hits.
Or 6 damage.
Perfect. As you lash out at this wolf, you can tell that did considerable damage to him.
Okay. I would like to also swing with my dagger hand.
Absolutely.
Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not. And that would be a 3 because you're... Yeah. It doesn't matter, doesn't it?
Oh, whoops, did I advantage? No. Okay. Turn.
Do bards get 2 attacks?
Just with offhand, so my rapier and dagger. So I get 1 swing and then I get an offhand.
Okay, so
At level 5, you don't get an extra swing. Okay.
Yeah. Do you know if you get an extra swing, Bazzlo?
At level 5, I haven't seen anything that I do.
No.
Okay, cool. I think that's only college standards, probably.
Yeah, just barbarians and other things.
In College of Swords, I believe, as far as bards go. Albert, it is your turn, if that is your turn, Bazzlo.
So yes, Bazzlo. Okay.
Sorry, the cat was left outside.
Do you want me to be in the left space or the right space right here, Mike?
I will let you choose.
I'll go here. I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action Misty Step.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6.
Mm-hmm.
Draw the big circle.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Is that 4 across? Yep, that looks like 4 across. And we're gonna go for right here. Sorry, fellas. Again. Can I hit that?
We'll give it to you. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Yeah,
we'll give them all to you.
I want to do that.
We'll say it's 2 wolves in the circle for 2 friends in the circle. How about that?
Okay. Hey, sounds fair to me.
All right.
There's a whole fucking pack of wolves over to the right where you know.
Well, hold on real quick. So I want you to roll for the 10 wolves, you're about to hit, and then we'll do the 2 friends.
Okay.
So
Bunch of rolls.
I need 10 dexterity saving throws for you.
Yep. I absolutely. What's the dex save?
15.
Okay.
So I think wolves are kind of dexterous.
Yeah, do them one at
They
a time,
are.
or else it'll get confusing.
Yep. So 1 passes, 1 fails. Another fails. Another fails. So that's what 3 fails.
One
I'm
pass,
doing
3
tally
fails. I got
marks.
tallies. Yep.
Okay, you're
Okay,
doing
cool.
tallies.
We've got another fail. We've got another pass. Another fail. Another fail. Where are we at there?
2 more.
2 more. Thank you. Got another fail. And we got another fail.
8 fail, 2 pass.
Yep.
Oh,
So
4. Oh, no. I see at least 1 6. I see 2 6s. I think I see. Oh shit! Hold on, let the computer do its math. 36
okay.
to 8 of them.
Yeah, and then so you pretty much wipe all of these wolves off the face of the planet here. Explain to me how this wolf genocide happens, please.
Albert, who was trying to just read and have a nice day in the woods, gets very perturbed by all the wolves that are suddenly attacking them. And as you see him skitter off and it appears that he's trying to flee, he turns around and you see rage in his eyes because these wolves has interrupted my reading. And then I just fucking blast a fireball straight into the middle of them that erupts in flame and just singes all their fucking fur off.
Awesome. We hear yelps and howls and the smell of burnt hair, and it is yet to be seen if your friends will see that same exact fate. Elzeiros and Theron, please give me dexterity saving throws. Theron
One save.
saves 2 saves, and I want you to reroll the damage.
Yep. You guys are lucky I had to reroll the damage.
Yeah.
The first one smacked. This one is significantly less. So,
All right, you guys take half of that damage, and
14.
you were both knocked prone.
Nope, no prone. Unless you're knocking them prone, but that's
I'm
not part
knocking
of
them
Fireball.
fucking prone.
Okay.
They are
I'm-
both right there in the epicenter of the fireball.
Okay, that's fair.
So
That's my turn. By the way,
yeah, cool. Perfect. So with all of those just obliterated in this case, the dire wolf sitting atop the stone formation here howls with despair and just tends to fuck her off. All the rest of the wolves follow in suit. They understand they're not dumb creatures, that there's no point in dying to a pyromaniac wizard who doesn't even value his own friends.
I do value my own friends, but I had to hurt them to save them.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and end that here.
Abusive relationship? Jesus.
Perfect. Theron and Elzeiros, what is your reaction to this madness?
I'm on my ass. I'm coughing because there's fucking smoke and fire. Barely hanging on by a thread. I'm like, Elzeiros, are you there?
Oh, I am, but the wolves aren't.
Okay, being the great man that I am, I'm gonna heal him first.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, for 4. I'm still very... Don't know what's going on. My magic isn't quite up to speed. And then I'm gonna heal myself a little bit.
Huge.
You're not doing too hot. What level spells were those?
That was both level 1.
Both ones.
Bapef, hearing that thunderous explosion, is gonna come because assuming that the cart kind of like, I saw a huge flash of light and then everything ran away. I'm gonna come around the corner and look at Team Killer Supreme and say, Well, damn, I was gonna cast Moonbeam, but that's one way to do it. Gentlemen, I found some potions. Are you alright?
I'm still not feeling well.
And I'm gonna hand each of them one of my 2 potions that I got.
Just regular?
Yeah, they're regular.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it.
Also running in to check on the fellas.
2d4 plus 2.
Elzeiros, will you give me a perception check? With your perception check, you remember Bazzlo, or before you went and started rummaging through, you noticed that Bazzlo and Muurujin were the ones kind of keeping guard, or at least looking out towards, or just before you got jumped by the wolves. Do with that information what you will. What is everybody else doing?
I'm just gonna say, well, gentlemen, I believe I'm encumbered by this plate armor, but I think if I just dropped my silver mace, I can be back to full strength. Before I do that, does anyone want a silvered mace?
Wait, why do you have to drop that and not something else?
His plate armor weighs 65 pounds.
Yeah, but you're gonna need the silver weight, the mace, to get advantage on any dead things they're on. Also, are you guys okay? I wanted to get the wolves off of you, and considering they were doing a lot of damage, I think you probably took less overall this way.
And also, how did we get jumped like that, Bazzlo? I thought we were keeping a lookout.
Yeah, what were you two fucking doing?
We were up there, and I don't know, man. Me and Muuru it just was a beautiful day. The sun was peeking way out in the distance. I thought I saw it. I totally got distracted. I'm so sorry, mates.
You didn't see the sun in the distance.
Yeah.
You all know that Bazzlo just lied to you all.
Brother, you know where we are. Come on now. You gotta do better than that.
You up fireball number 2.
Also, I hear a lot of Vietnamese in the background, Zack. Just kind
There's a lot now.
Well, bottom line, lads, is, I was distracted, okay? I was making up an excuse, but I just really wasn't paying attention. I just felt calm, and I'm sorry I let you down, but hey, how about you kill a Supreme over here?
Perhaps I should take next watch. Kind of feeling relaxed and not paying attention is kind of the last thing you want to do when you're keeping a lookout.
Yeah, well, I'm not a very
I'm gonna point at mine and Theron's singed clothing and just say, "This is your fault."
Perfect.
Yeah.
It is 8 o'clock. Let's take a tight 5-6 minutes to do a break real quick, and we will be right back.
Okay.
So, is anybody picking up the silver mace? Or the silvered mace?
I'll pick it up.
Anybody,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
just gonna
for value.
Yep.
Sell that thing.
Cool.
I'll pick it up. I can also use it in case mine, for whatever reason, explodes.
Awesome.
Make sure to
Wagon's on fire. There's gold on the ground and in the wagon.
I would like to round some gold up.
How much did I find in that box?
From what you could tell as it poured out of there, around 250 gold pieces.
I start putting the fire out.
How do you start putting the fire out?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, this fire is beyond prestidigitation.
Oh, so the house burns slow, but the wagon burns quick.
Well, this is
Okay.
after the combat.
Okay. Well, I just
That's fair.
look at the fire and I'm like, please go out.
You're not gonna actually try to do anything to put. It's not like a raging fire just yet. It's just more than prestidigitation can handle.
I will just start. Is there a piece of leather cloth or leather laying around? I'll start
Bapef
trying to
looks
smother
down.
the fire out.
Bapef looks down. We're standing on a bed of sand, right?
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna start picking the sand up and hucking it into the wagon.
I'll let it burn. I don't care.
I'm just gonna use my once a day cleric spell, create or destroy water, and I'm gonna create a big old puddle of water on the wagon.
Boom. Please describe how this create water goes down and puts out the wagon fire.
I lift up my arcane focus, mumble a little stuff under my breath, and then the water gets out of nothing onto the fire.
Awesome. So the wagon goes out, and you all have time now to go ahead and continue looking through the wagon, collect your gold, do whatever you want.
I'm going to pick up all the gold, and I want to distribute it as follows. I'm going to give 70 to myself and Theron, 50 to Bapef, and 20 to everyone else.
Why, thank you, sir.
And as I'm handing it to
Thank you.
Baz, Muru, and Owl, I'm going to say, for pain and suffering.
All right. Well, how about the guy who maybe tried to kill everyone? Takes a little less. I mean, fair enough.
He also kind of saved their asses.
Also saved everyone, you jackass.
Hey, well,
I know,
we
we're
didn't
all
get to
gonna
the
be
end of that
just
fight.
pretty
Maybe you
cool.
would have been just fine.
Bapef
Why don't
makes
you
a
sing me a
mental
song,
note.
asshole?
In character.
I'm in
Bapef-
character.
Yeah, Bapef
I've
makes
never
a
left.
mental note, and he's like, this is going to be a thing now.
The quicker you all get fire resistance gear, the better.
Why don't you enchant it for us, wizard?
Why don't you give me the gold to enchant your gear, bud?
Because the onus is not on us to do this.
Enchantment
You're the
doesn't
one
come out of
killing
air.
us.
I saved you, and there's nobody fucking grateful. Jesus fucking Christ.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. Truly, you're welcome.
I'm starting to contemplate if Albert is net good or net bad.
So far, net good, I believe.
By
Bapef
margins
is going
not.
to continue his search for perishables. Maybe they're cooked now.
Yeah. So, as you investigate this wagon a little bit further, right, it seems like everything else has either been spilled over, broken. It seems that everything of value has been stripped from the wagon at this point in time. Theron, are you wearing that armor, or you just have it on your bag?
It's in my bag.
Okay.
You're not even wearing it?
It gives me a lot of disadvantages. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I took a look over the wagon. Looks like there's really not much left here. Shall we continue on our way?
No way.
Perfect. As you all step away from the wagon, back out to the road, you hear howls in the distance and rummaging in the forest. As you all step away, it seems like whatever was there is encroaching back on its territory after it might have been scared off in that case.
Perhaps they will think twice about crossing the Salty Goosenecks.
What I wanted.
Oh, I kind of like that name.
That is our name, right?
Well, we've certainly taken down a goose, haven't we?
Yes, yes.
Perfect. So you all come out back to the road. The mist is still ever present. You can't see too far off in front of you, but you can make out the road, and it's sloping down into the hill. What do you guys want to do?
Well, gentlemen, I heard some more wolves. Perhaps we should try to get to the winery. Post haste. Also, what time is it?
You said 1 o'clock. I can't imagine we spent more than an hour there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 2:30. 2:30.
I asked the group, we got what we came for at the wagon. Did we find the ledger?
We found the ledger. I have it here. But we could either hoof it back and get to the city, or we can see what's of the winery people.
I would like to continue on to the winery, as Bapef had suggested.
The way that the innkeeper spoke of it, it seems like it should be populated with people and perhaps a safe place. If we have to, we could probably rest there.
Anyone disagree?
No, I agree.
Might give you an opportunity to examine that ledger more closely, Albert.
That is a good idea. We head to the winery.
Second.
Oh, I would like to take, I don't know if you were planning anything for this, but I want to look at these herbs.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you dig through these herbs, you find enough herbs to complete someone's spell pouch. Doesn't matter whose it is, doesn't matter what they need it for, but it's definitely some spell pouch components in that case.
Bazzlo, when we were at there, I found these, and I hand them to him.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, E Bapef. I guess I don't have to scrounge around in the forest anymore. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. If you need anything else, let me know.
What a druid. I add it to my spell pouch.
So you all make it back to the road. You begin traveling down towards. Actually, which way are you guys traveling?
Southeast.
Alright.
Towards the
I thought it was southwest.
No, it's southwest
southwest. Yeah.
on the path when we get back to the path, because you said we were 40 yards off the road.
Yes, you got back to the road.
We're along
So,
Luna River.
Continuing southwest.
Alright. After about a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shroud meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into a dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west that reads Vineyard.
What does it read?
Vineyard.
But we're technically trying to go to the winery. But can I assume, having a picture of the map, that building there in the middle is the winery?
Yes, that is the where the sign points to is where you want to go, the vineyard.
I speak to Albert. Yes, where we made our acorn flour was often near the trees of the oak.
That would make sense. To the west, then.
Perfect. As you begin to walk down the trail, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on a ghostly form as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapes. Here and there, you see a rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail, there is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning to you.
Doesn't seem ominous at all. Shall we greet him?
It's not going to be Bapef.
Can I get any... Do I notice anything about him familiar at this distance?
You just see a man in black with a cowl waving at you. Nothing seems familiar. You can't make out any features. And
Let's
the
go say hi.
stand is probably about 50 meters off or so. 50 to 100.
Bazzlo, why don't you go make introductions for us?
And why not?
Sounds like a great idea.
I will take a stroll. I walk toward him, just trying to stay perceptive of my surroundings, and I'd like to get maybe within eyesight of him to see more features, and maybe take a second look there just to see if there's anything familiar.
He is wearing a cloak and a cowl.
So nothing.
You're walking towards him. Is everybody else joining him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm joining.
About 10 yards back, but yeah.
Always the self-preservation coming from Albert. So as you all begin to approach closer, out of the stand of the trees, not far from where the man was beckoning you from, 9 other figures start to walk from the trees towards the man who's been beckoning you. Some of them, are a little bit shorter in that case. Others are about the same height as the man. Is there anything that you would like to do as these figures approach you all? What you want to do?
I want to stop within earshot, and once I can speak with him and just ask him, all right, lads, you stay right there. State your name and purpose. Who are all of you?
What? You're the one on our land. Why would we state our name and purpose?
Well, you're beckoning me over, and I can't see your faces, so, you know.
Yes, we do have cloaks and cowls on. Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Okay, well, you know, you can never be too careful, friend or foe, so which are you?
Bapef, being right next to him, chimes up, tell him we've had a hard time on our road and we're a little skeptical.
Yeah, as my friend pointed out, we're a little skeptical, you know, we've ran into all sorts of surprises on the way over here, so just trying to make sure we're not running into any more.
You haven't been in Barovia very long, have you?
I won't keep saying that.
Well, I mean, it's quite true. There's quite unexpected things here at all points in time, and only those who haven't been here really continue to use that excuse. Again, welcome to Barovia.
Fair enough. Well,
Albert pipes up. The inn hasn't received their wine.
You've made it to the place where the wine comes from. You seem rather astute. Would you like to gander a guess as why the inn hasn't received its wine?
Well, on our way over here, we saw a crashed wagon. I'm assuming your transporter's expired or lost.
That's not our transporter. If you found a broken down wagon, that could be one of many, I guess.
My other guess would be the grapes aren't growing, or you don't like the inn.
The grapes are growing. They absolutely are. The inn is ran by my brother, who not quite a friend of at the moment in time, but I can only assume that by your tone, he's sent you here to check out why the wine hasn't arrived.
Your
He
own
was
brother?
concerned with the wine and the winery itself.
Well,
And I'm assuming that means you.
I mean, it's our family's winery, yes. We've been a little run off of our land, though, unfortunately.
Bapef chimes up. Seems like in these dark times in this dark land, you might be more akin to being friendly with your kin. Whatever it is, that keeps you.
Don't try to tell me how to have a relationship with my brother.
I do not presume to
And
do
you,
so. I have
where
no
are you
family
from?
myself. Yeah, I have no
Where
family
are you
myself.
from, Druid?
I am definitely not from here.
Give me a perception check. Actually, an insight check.
9.
Yeah. So you can just tell he's rather aggressive with you, Bapef. When he speaks, when he was speaking to Bazzlo, he didn't seem as aggressive.
Apologies if I upset you, and I take a step back.
Who ran you off your land?
Well, it was one of those dirty mongrels, much like your friend here.
You're saying there's a druid.
Druids, plural.
Could you explain to us what happened?
The druids came out of the woods and they attacked the winery.
Was anyone injured?
No, we all made it out, thankfully. This is my family. Adrian, Elvia, Stefana, and Dag. These other two are also our hands here.
Well, hello, I'm Albert, and we are the Salty Goosenecks.
The what?
The Salty Goosenecks. Do you know what a goose is?
I absolutely do.
Do you know what salt is?
I mean, yes.
It's pretty self-explanatory then. We like to take goosenecks, salt them, and then devour them.
I mean, that isn't very explanatory by that name. And
It's quite a delicacy. We just all enjoy together as a group. It's
I
delicious.
don't know why you're telling me about goose.
I was just
now.
introducing us. It seems to be polite to do since we are on your land.
E Bapef chimes up, yes, they are quite fun to wrestle, too. Yes.
You wrestle,
Oh, yeah.
devour geese.
There was
Am
a
I there?
competition. Oh, yeah.
Long
We're all
story.
there.
I'm gonna lean over to Bapef and say, maybe don't talk for a minute.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oof. I was excited about the goose. It was a great moment for me.
It was very impressive.
Is there a reason why these druids attacked your homestead?
I can only imagine it's because wine helps with the lifeblood of those of us who aren't tainted by the devil's curses.
Painted
And
by the devil.
You believe the druids are with the devil?
I believe the druids to be evil, maybe not necessarily with the devil himself.
Did these druids by chance come in any form, any animal form, or just in their own?
They came with twigs and branches and druids. I don't know what you mean by animal form. None of them shapeshifted, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that's
Hold
what
on,
I
we might
meant.
have a solution here. I mean, you were right about our friend being dirty. I'm not going to correct you on that. But if you've seen him fight, you know he can't hurt anything. So, maybe he can talk to the druids and come up with a solution here.
If you want to try talking to the druids, by all means, I will let you try. But don't be surprised if you're met with hostilities.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. But
I
let's
lean
try
over.
like-
I lean over to him and I'm like, "Hey, maybe convey that there are many different kinds of druids, and also us being in this land right now. Usually, druids do not act without reason, but in this land, I think there might not necessarily need to be a reason, but talking to them, it might help, or it, in my experience with druids, they're very stubborn. So, bear that in mind, but there are many different groups of druids, and
There have been groups of corrupt druids in the past, though, correct?
yes, and when they become corrupt, they become quite a problem.
Well, we have weapons.
If we were to help you with this issue, you would owe us a favor, no?
There's wine at the winery, if that's what you're asking.
I don't know. I'm not that much of a drinker, but I think we could figure something out. At this point, I think it does us better to have allies than enemies.
I could agree with that. A favor might not be out of the question if you can get us back to our land.
E Bapef under his breath says, "Your wine is actually really yummy."
Actually, the Red Dragon Crush.
About how many assailants did you see? Can you get a number on that?
Of what?
How many assaulters were there? Do you know about a dozen? 6, 4, 2?
They came in pretty great numbers. The druids themselves numbered around 4, 5, but they came with the walking shrubbery and other blights.
Oh, trees.
Dryads and things of the nature.
This might be a problem, gentlemen. I say quietly.
What direction were they in?
I mean, he points up towards the winery, just up the way. As you can see, there's woods all the way around. They came from all directions. If I had to guess, they came from Yesterhill.
Alright, so I see two ways.
Is that on the map?
Wester Hill.
Can you point on this map right here where that is?
Yeah, please.
I know where the phallic woods are.
So the road just down from here is Yesterhill. That leads to here where you came off on the main path.
The southern road.
Yes, exactly. There is quite a big druid circle in a tree there.
I believe I see it.
What time of day are we sitting at? How long did it take us to get here?
It's probably like 3 or 4. In between there. We're getting to afternoon.
How's everybody looking?
Boys, I'm not doing too hot.
I whisper.
We can take
I'm
another short rest.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep quiet as to not be rude and upset the people we just met, and I'm talking to the group. Maybe we could ask them if we could rest here.
It's a bit early in the day to have a rest.
Just a short one.
Yes.
And I believe we're not on their land. They said they need help getting back to their land. No?
I mean, okay. So if you look at the map here, right? You see the trees just north of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's where he beckoned you to. You guys are
By the Raven River.
Yep. Towards the top here. You just this
little tree island.
Yep, little tree island right there. I was looking to do that. So you guys are right there. You see the winery. You are technically on their land in this case.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep.
About how far is it to the hill of yours or theirs?
Their hill is not too far, maybe a couple miles down the road.
So I see 2 ways. Maybe we go to them and take the offensive, possibly after a nap and some replenishment, or we maybe try to draw them out.
Well, if we're trying to
talk to them.
talk,
Yeah.
we
I don't
should
talk.
perhaps walk in plain sight with hands up and act as messengers.
I can speak Druidic as well. Might put them at ease.
And perhaps we can find a conflict to this resolution, and curry some favor with people of this land. I don't think it's a bad idea to try to gain allies.
Well, let's try to see what kind of possibilities of negotiation we would have. It seems like what they want is wine.
If all else fails, fireball.
Or lands.
That could be option C, but option A, let's say they want the wine. How do we get them wine?
In my experience, my friend, druids are more concerned with preservation of the land. They might not be looking for the wine, but rather avoiding the destruction of the wine.
This druid circle is quite tainted. They have quite a giant tree up there on the hill with their circle. Trust me, there will be no reasoning with them.
Well, if it's a tainted tree, perhaps we could do something about that. And
I seem to know a certain master of fire.
Yeah, plan C.
I was gonna say have him decurse it, but either way, we can burn it down.
I was thinking the same thing, Albert. But if there is a tainted tree and there is some actions that we might have to do, I think it is best we get a good rest, and then approach this in the morning.
I agree. If we can at least take a short rest.
So, from what I'm gathering, just a step outside, Tezcat's trying to get a long rest. Everybody else is trying to get a short rest. I feel that the DM is pushing us to the hill. Yay or nay?
I've got 2 spell slots left.
To the winery.
Let's go. We're ready.
I got
Let's
2
do it.
spell slots left, and I'm at half health.
To the winery, right?
Leave your
Up the
armor
hill.
here and take your
No,
mace.
the hill. Are you trying to push us to the hill today, or are we good to rest at the winery for the night?
You can do
It's
whatever
3
you want.
o'clock, so we have essentially 6 to 8 hours to burn.
But it's
For
not far
bedtime.
away. It's not far away.
So, if you take a short rest, can you recoup anything?
No, I can't. No.
Except for health.
Gentlemen, I highly suggest we start with the winery and before we blunder off to Yesterhill, where they're more powerful. Just.
You just want us to recoup your land for right now?
By all means, run off, have fun.
Yeah, let's go secure the winery before we take on anything else.
Yeah,
Well, it seems like the winery is... Oh, okay. Never mind.
The winery is literally right there, guys.
Is he explaining to us that the winery is being taken over?
I thought it was explained like it was a hit and run. They came and smashed our shit and made us go back here, and then they dipped out.
Right.
Did I interpret that wrong?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
They have taken over the winery. The druids are... Yes, okay.
Well,
now that we have that clear, guys,
Okay.
we should definitely go get this winery.
Let's go take
Let's attack, boys.
Jesus.
I wasn't the only one that was confused. The way you explained
I was
it was
also
a bit
confused.
yeah, I thought it was a hit and run, and
I thought that you said
Yeah.
they came out of the fucking woods with sticks, and then fucking made us
the farmer
leave.
said they drove them
Back
off.
to their hill.
Yeah.
Farmer didn't...
Farmer's here for a reason.
Yeah, thank you, Miles. Thank you.
Hey, I'll clip it if you're wrong and make a little...
Well, you know,
short out
elves
of
can
it.
always pop up, and you know.
Why the fuck would they be out here if
Right,
they
right.
get
It
into
makes
the
sense.
winery?
I thought it had just happened, and
'Cause
they
they're
had retreated
pussies.
to the woods, and then they... Yeah. Let's go get the winery, guys.
Let's go. You're on, stay at the back.
well, a short breath in that case.
Wood snap.
We can just sit down at the edge of the woods for 30 minutes and roll hit dice.
I say to the farmer, listen, I understand my people have caused you some trouble, but
If these
I
were
hope
your
that-
people, you would be attacked by now, sir.
precisely. I hope I can prove to you that not all of my kind are the same. We will do our best to help you.
E Bapef, why don't you offer him an acorn?
And I hand him an acorn.
He looks up at you with curiosity and wondering why you're making jest in such a dire situation.
You'd be surprised. These acorns, they provide shade, grain, fantastic things. Amongst my people, it is a token of appreciation.
I will say it's a high honor. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this winery back. So we're taking a nap, or we going, boys?
Short rest, please.
Short rest.
All right, so you all sit down in the woods here with your newfound companions. There's again about 9 of them, all dressed in black leather raincoats or cloaks, excuse me. What happens during this rest?
Are any of you, any of you fit to fight? Does it look like any of them are fit to fight and join our party to get their shit back?
Do you give me
They
an
are
insight
farmers.
Yeah, it's farmers got farmer strong.
They're tough. But I think they're commoners.
Does anyone else need healing other than me?
Ochu, or
Yeah, but I'll use
7.
hit dice.
Huh?
I said yeah, but I'll use hit dice.
Okay, yeah,
Albert, with your insight check, you realize some of them are a little more capable than others, but they also do have children with them.
Yeah, better if they stay back. Is there any more intel you could give us on their tactics, or perhaps the layout of your home that would help us get it back?
I mean, it's a 3-story, or it's a 2-story building with a basement. The draft horses should be in the stables off to the right. There's vats in the middle of the when you first walk in. They could be inside. They could be everywhere. Again, there is a vineyard all the way around it, so they could be anywhere around it.
Is there a secret entrance or perhaps basement entrance into your house?
There is not a secret basement entrance into our house. I'm sorry.
You
Bapef
should
chimes up.
Consider getting one of those.
Is your house made of wood?
Stone and wood. Why would you ask that?
Well, just to inform my friend here, don't do the fireball thing in the
We
house.
just wanted to know the fire rating of your house. Is it 1.5 hours or 2?
While we're resting, I want to do an Arcana check on this plate armor. If you'll let me.
Go ahead. You feel no arcane energy coming from this armor. Anyone else?
Okay. I'm gonna look at the group. Gentlemen, I can do a little bit of healing if we do have to engage with combatants, but try to rely on yourselves for most healing this time. I am sorry, but I'm a little worn.
Bapef is like, I actually am. I haven't used any magical powers. If somebody else would like to take the helm, if we get into some trouble, I can do quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't have any... I'm doing pretty good right now, but I don't have any healing potions or any ability to heal anything, so I will just try to magically get away from the bad guys.
Yeah, perhaps.
They're on the street. Maybe try praying a little harder next time.
Perhaps Theron, you don that armor you found.
Well, that could be a plan right there.
Yeah,
What if we draw them out with one guy and see how many we got?
As long as you promise to wait for me, as I will be moving quite slowly.
Absolutely.
Actually, no, it's disadvantage. I take that back.
Weren't we going to try and talk to him?
Okay.
We can try to talk to them in the... I thought we were going to the hill to talk to them. We can try to talk to them at the house and try to arrange something first.
Yeah.
So that should be still plan A.
If we
Try
do
to
that,
reason with
gentlemen,
them. If reason fails...
I think I can perhaps try to win their favor by opening up with some druidic language.
So how about Bapef maybe approach us first, just to make sure there's not a bunch of druids around the building. Just get to lay of the land. Things go south. We join them.
Is the
How does that sound?
farmer still near us?
The armor?
The
Farmer.
farmer.
Yeah, he's sitting here listening to you guys hash out what you want to do.
I want to get details of the house, like how far it is from the tree line to the house.
I would assume, what's the scale of this map?
Got it. So, let's all zoom in here on this,
Why
let's
not?
all zoom in here on this
Grapes.
Yeah, the just above the grapes here. Is everybody all zoomed in here?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are right here. You can, through the mist, kind of see the top of the building. From here to here is about 50 meters between the vineyard. This is the front of the house, or the vineyard, right here. So you guys can see the back. You can see the stables, things of that nature.
Okay, so if we hang out in the grapes, like, here, people in the house won't be able to see us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I suggest we can all... Go ahead.
Talk.
I'm going to not wear the plate armor because I cannot cast spells.
If I agree with that. If I'm the first person to approach, I need to be able to, in case things go bad, being at the front, I'll just turn into my wolf form.
And we see that happen, we join in.
And
maybe we stay just within eyes distance.
That could be our secret code. When I turn into a wolf, it's going bad.
Good plan.
Wolf equals go time. Alright. Anyone else have any other ideas? Alright, then it's settled.
I'm gonna ask the farmer. Let's say there are a lot of druids in the house. How much do you like your house?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
That's the only place that makes wine here in Barovia. So I am sure you can imagine it would be quite hard to replace some of the things.
The facilities for making the wine are attached to the house.
Yes, it is. It is a winery in a vineyard.
I look over to Albert. Okay, you get this? Okay.
Everything intact.
Trust me, alcohol is highly flammable.
No.
We are here,
Burning
lads,
this
to
building
restore the vineyard.
No, alcohol is highly flammable. I don't want to blow myself
Not
up.
wine. Wine is not at all.
I'm sure they distill the wine into liquor.
Not
gotta
We
have
do
some
not
bootleg
distill
dude.
the wine into liquor.
No, you do. You do. You just don't admit it.
I don't see any copper stills. It looks like it's all made out of wood and stone.
Very well. I will only use fireball if we need to.
Last resort, Elzeiros. Last resort.
Don't tell Elzeiros, tell me.
Or Albert, I'm sorry. Mixed your names up.
Basically the same men.
All right, so we are
Why are you calling me?
sending. We are sending Bapef to the house while everybody else watches. is what I
No,
understand.
I'm
No.
staying behind like 20, 30 yards and trying to let him make
they're
first
gonna
contact.
creep in the blind spot that we drew out here.
Okay, cool.
And I'm guessing you're going to try to get them out, right, Bapef, before just going in there on your own where we obviously can't see you.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Are
Yeah.
you sure you don't want someone like me with you?
Try to sell the druid's religion? I don't know.
No.
I will let you take lead, but I know that I can get out of a sticky situation pretty easily, and I want to be there just in case something goes south with you.
How about this? If you can be sneaky, get as close as you can without being detected.
I can try.
But druids
No
are
problem.
a spooky. They spook easily.
Okay.
Let's try not to spook them.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do some theater of the mind here. Do we want to just? We'll do it at the map level, actually. So we'll go back. Okay. So we're at the blind spot here, and then Bapef is walking up. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So Bapef, as you approach the winery here, you notice there's some doors into there. There is a stone building, those types of things. Let me see here. Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances. Thick ivy covering every wall, and an iron fence along the roof line. The trail ends at the open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery. Next to the loading dock, west of the winery, is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. So you are on the backside, you see a loading dock, this giant 2-story building, and your friends are camped out just on the edge of this clearing.
I would like to listen and see if I can hear any voices.
Give me a perception check.
Nat 20.
Cool. You do not hear any voices coming from where you were at right now. Around you, everything is very still. It's almost eerily still.
I would like to approach the stables and listen for the draft horses.
Yes. So as you approach the the stable, you do hear a small rustling and snorts of breath. The draft horses from there seem to be quite fine and are both situated in the stable itself.
Okay. I'd like to continue making my way towards the house. Is there a back door in the house?
Yes, there's some back entrances and things of that nature. We're gonna pause you as you make it around to the back. You four, you have just lost sight of your, or you five, you've just lost sight of your druid friend. What do you want to do?
All right, we need to move into
may
position
not-
to see him. I think a little further.
I know he wants us to stay back, but I just have a bad feeling about this. I say we move out up to where his last position was.
I point to the map to the group and I signal to see if we can't move around the edge. I don't know if it's showing up here. To stay at that edge. Just come around the house.
So which way did Bapef go?
Where
This
Bapef
way.
is at right now.
Okay.
East
What
side.
if we? Yeah, Bazzlo, I agree with you.
All right.
So you guys are off to the right over there somewhere.
I'm assuming this is the stables.
Yes, correct. That is the stables. So you guys are somewhere off to the right. You can see Bapef around there as he makes his way around the winery here. He is continuing just to look around, but the winery seems rather still from everybody's perspective at this point.
Knowing that I told my friends to stay back, I'm gonna look over my shoulder and see if they're following me.
You need to give me a perception check.
17.
Yeah, so you couldn't tell if they were following you or not because you were already around the building before you saw them move or do anything or signal to them. So as far as you know, they are still back where they were at.
I'm going to stand up tall, not in a sneaky way, and casually walk towards the front door and say a greeting in Druidic. Greetings! Is there anyone home?
You are met with silence.
I'm gonna continue walking to the door. Hello, in Druidic. Is anyone home? Greetings.
Gonna pause right there. You five, what are you doing?
Us.
Yes.
So I would like to stay within at least vision of him from a distance, trying to still maintain cover, whether that be on the edge of the vineyard or the house.
Are
Whichever
we
looks
approaching
best.
the house or are we staying in the vineyard? You make a decision.
Is there any windows that we can see from the side of the house, or can we conceal
It's
ourselves?
a big
What-
stone it's a big stone building with ivy all over it.
Yeah, to be able to see Bapef, you're going to have to be in this line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you guys are not. You can't see him. He disappeared around the parapet there. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's group up on the parapet and peek around the corner. Keep an eye on Bapef.
A parapet?
I mean, it's circular
round,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wait,
It's like, is this a castle?
Yeah, it looks like a fucking parapet, alright?
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Wasn't the plan to hang around
I
the vineyard?
adopted it.
Yes, the plan was to hang around the vineyard. So are you guys hanging around the vineyard, or are you hanging around the building now? What is your decision there?
I'll
You're
remain full in, so
I think we're all.
I definitely do not.
I'm
want
gonna
to be
stay
around
in the corner of the vineyard,
I'll stick with the plan and
right here. Or I can
Alright.
still see the front door. I'm trying to see the front door from the edge of the vineyard where I'm concealed.
I need everybody who's in the vineyard on the right-hand side. So give me one stealth check for all of you. For the first movement. So that's an 8. It's a 5.
I am not a
One-
sneaky dragon.
One good roll, I guess. Still need 2 more.
I'm not in the vineyard. You said
I'm not
anybody in the vineyard.
I
I'm
am
on the edge of the castle wall.
I am
You wanna
exactly
roll?
where my character is.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys actually broke away from the vineyard and walked up close.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so, okay, cool. And then those 3 give me another stealth check as well for the second movement.
Better.
Better's relative, right, Danny? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Bapef, Theron, and Albert. As you both start making your way around, and Bapef, you guys hear Bapef, speaking in some foreign language to you, call out for individuals, or call outs in that case. You don't really know what he's calling out for, right? Give me a fucking second here. You hear the rustle of dead vines coming up all around you from the vineyard itself. Inhuman shapes start to sway just to the south of you 3, in the thickness of the vineyard itself. You hear limbs cracking, and it starts to drizzle and rain just a little bit, starting to cut off your vision from the rest of the group here. What are you 3 going to do with that information? And then we're going to flip back over to Bazzlo.
I'm gonna let them go first because I'm closest to the door.
Well, you're asking me and Theron, or you're asking the other 3?
I'm asking you 3.
Albert and Theron.
I'm gonna
I'll go
motion to
last.
Bapef. Yeah, I'm gonna motion to Bapef. Bapef this way. And I want to start making my way towards the party.
I would motion to the party and tell them to come to us away
Wait.
from all the fucking roots that are gathering around them.
Okay.
Can
So-
we see the rest of the party? or not?
Theron is waving his arms. Albert, are you standing still, or are you just kind of waiting to see what
Do I
unfolds?
see any of the shit that they're seeing out there? Do I know that there's perhaps
You are the one
druidic-
hearing all of this stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're hearing it.
So come the fuck over here. Get the fuck away from the fields.
Okay. So you guys are both waving your arms towards Muurujin, Elzeiros, and Bazzlo. Muurujin, Elzeiros, Bazzlo, while you are all in the vineyard off of your failed stealth checks, you start to see needle blights and other things start walking through the forest towards you as well. Again, there seems to be a great mass of them as this happens, and they're all pushing towards the vineyard at this point.
I would like to get away from the vineyard and make my way over to where my party members are beckoning.
All right, perfect. Is everybody else going to follow that?
Yes.
All right, awesome. I need you all
No,
to.
fuck that. I'm running and yelling, wolf form, wolf form, wolf form.
So you're running towards them to Bapef?
Absolutely. I'm not standing where these wolf vines are.
Okay, cool. I need you all 3 to give me an athletics check as you start to pile or run your asses off. We'll say it's a 50-yard dash from the vineyard into it. You will be able to move 10 feet away from the vineyard. Bazzlo, you're going to go ahead and be able to move your full thing, so 30 feet. You'll be within right around the ground floor where Theron is. Elzeiros, you're with Muurujin. You're about 10 feet away in this case. Yep, so we'll put you 2 here. You're where Theron's at in this case. All right. So as you all are beginning to run towards this, towards the winery after hearing all of this happening and stuff, let's go do something here real quick.
And I can hear the crackling and all that shit, right?
Everybody can hear the
Okay.
crackling. Muurujin, Elzeiros, and Bazzlo, it was right all next to them.
I want to yell something out before I do what I do.
these ones on the edge here are going to be 10 feet away from you guys, Muurujin and Elzeiros.
I don't think we can see. If
Yeah,
it's
I'm
the
moving.
right-hand side.
I'm
Okay.
moving stuff. So.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm gonna give you all 1 turn of movement and decision here. You can stand and fight. You can run for the winery. What do you want to do?
Winery.
That druid at the top right, is that a druid?
It is indeed a druid.
Alright. Bapef wants to, as this is happening, before
You
all the
cannot
twig blights...
You can't see this druid, but I'll let you do an action before all of this happens.
Yeah, as these twig blights are coming out of the fields, I'm gonna be like, wolf form, wolf form, wolf form. Woo! And I'm gonna turn into dire wolf.
All right. By turning into a dire wolf, you no longer can fit through the door. Just as a heads up,
That's
Albert,
fine. We're not kicking doors in yet.
Albert, Theron, everybody else, go ahead and take your action here. What do you want to do?
And I can see the druid, right? Yeah, I can. I have line of sight.
So hold on.
It's not letting me add a wolf.
I'm doing it right now for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Okay. So Theron, you're waving your arms in this confusion. You can see twig blights, but you can't make out everything. You are, waving your arms frantically here.
Okay. As my action, I know these are made of wood and trees, so I'm going to hold my action to cast Burning Hands if they get close.
Okay, so you're just gonna stand there and wait for them to cast Burning Hands.
Wait, I'm gonna cast, yeah, right. And I'm
You
gonna
just-
tell my party to get behind me.
Okay.
Quick, get behind!
Albert, what are you doing? Since everybody seems intent on standing and fighting, what are you doing, sir?
Fighting again.
Does it seem like I kind of want them to group up more. I will just whip a little fire bolt at the twig blight closest in between Muuru and Elzeiros.
In between Muuru and Elzeiros, give me 1 second here. Go
Laterally in between them.
ahead. Roll for that.
What are you rolling?
I forgot
I rolled
to
a hit.
I forgot
Yeah,
to
rolled a
add
hit.
my hit dice because it doesn't do it automatically, so I just rolled it.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
If this thing would stop lagging. Uh, 15 damage.
Perfect. So that twig blight does go down in a pool of a fire here in this case. Are you still going to continue to stand there?
I think my strategy to use plant risk. I think I'm gonna move here. Yeah, I'm gonna move right.
All right, Elzeiros, Muurujin.
Wait,
Bazzlo.
all of us at the same
Shit, we
time?
haven't even rolled initiative yet.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I know you guys are getting one
Yeah, I know.
turn
Why,
in here.
why are we don't?
Yeah.
You're getting 1 turn here before we.
Mike's
roll for
being
initiative.
nice.
Yes.
Don't fucking yell at him for being.
Muurujin, what do you want to do?
Okay, here. Let's see here. I am going to heed Theron's call and head in his direction, but not before getting a thunderclap out. Let's see. Okay, yep, it's single target. So, 15. No, let me see here. Yeah, 15 con save on the twig blight right in front of me.
Okay, give me 1 sec. $15 con save, you said?
Yes.
It fails.
Okay. There's 7 to Mahe there.
7. Alright, and that one dies. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna take my 30 movement. And right there next to Albert.
Alright, perfect. Bazzlo, what do you want to do?
I would like to go ahead. I'm gonna come over here and kind of back up toward E Bapef a bit. And I'm going to. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and engage with these 2 blights down here and take a swing at this little guy.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
8.
8 does... 8 does not hit.
They're on.
I just wanted to see what I could reach.
Take a dagger swing at it then, my offhand.
18 does hit.
For a mere
3.
3.
It does not kill the thing, but it is hurt.
I'll just stand there.
Okay,
Enter.
Elzeiros.
All right. I'm gonna run towards the group, obviously.
Yep.
Sorry, if you can move my thing, I got raw pork on my hands.
Cool. Do you want to move next to Theron, Albert, or Muurujin?
Let's move between Theron and Bazzlo. Let's make a united front.
Okay, cool. So right here.
Yeah, and then I'll shoot an arrow at Twig Blight bottom on the right.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and let it rip.
11.
11 does not hit.
All right, that's my turn.
Do I
You do get 2 shots with your longbow.
Oh, do you not have to
Five,
reload
right?
bows in this one? Is it a bonus action to reload a bow?
Yes, it is a
Yes,
bonus
it's-
action to
yeah.
reload. Yeah.
No, it's a crossbow as a bonus
Yeah,
action to
crossbows are
reload.
bonus action.
Yeah, yeah.
Or longbows are not. Action.
Yep. Yeah,
17.
it's not 17 hits.
All right. 10 damage.
Yep, okay. And you pin that twig blight and it falls into leaves here. Alright, cool. Gonna go ahead and save. Now we are going to go ahead and roll for initiative in this case. So everybody please go ahead and roll for initiative.
Am I losing my action then?
You
Yes!
just
Yes.
took a bonus
Nat
turn.
20, let's go.
Yes! Yes!
I'm sorry. What did you say, Mike?
You got a bonus round.
Okay, so
Yeah,
yes, I did.
he held his
Preemptive.
action though for if anything.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you
have
lose
my
your
action.
action.
Okay.
Yes, you lose your action.
Okay.
2 nat 20s on the initiative. That's sick.
Yeah, what the
Oh,
heck?
Elzeiros
Four.
did too?
There's
That's
4 of
3!
That's wild.
Yeah, when it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
All right, perfect. Elzeiros.
It
Okay.
is 4. Holy shit.
You know what? We're just gonna do my best Legolas impersonation. I'm gonna shoot the bottom on the right again.
Bottom on the right. This guy.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna use my bonus action to do the mark thing on him.
Okay. Cool.
So 14.
14 hits.
All right, and hold on, I gotta go this. Didn't want to touch my mouse. What is it? 1d6. Yeah, 1d6. All right, so I do. Just let me know if this doesn't kill it, and I'll roll a d6.
It's gonna kill it if you hit it, probably. So just roll
11
that shit.
damage.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right, I'll shoot the one next to him.
All right. Go ahead.
15.
15 hits.
7 damage.
All right. Cool. That one is gone as well.
right.
Please give me a description of how you kill these things.
After his panicked flight, Elzeiros does a super sweet sliding knee maneuver, turns around, whips out his bow, and just drops 3 of them.
All right. Perfect. Bazzlo.
I'm gonna keep swinging at Twig Blight down here.
Okay. Go ahead.
You're kidding me. I would like to use a luck point. And re-roll that bad boy. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, a 16 hits.
Okay. And then for 5 damage.
Okay. And it dies.
And then would like to use my bonus to take a step up here, swing at this little guy with my dagger.
Okay.
And that's a 7, so I don't
Yeah,
think that hits.
doesn't do anything.
That's my turn.
All right, Muurujin.
All right. What is that range?
If it's a spell, you're usually good at.
Okay, yep, 60 feet. So come on, double.
You're
So,
good. You're right at the edge. These ones, yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
seeing how weak these are, I'm just gonna fire off a couple cantrips. We're gonna Ray of Frost the closest twig blight to me, on the right side here.
Okay, right here. This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
25 to hit.
25 hits. All right, cool. What was that? Your turn?
And then I am just going to move a little tighter in this formation here, and end my turn here.
Perfect. Bapef.
I'm going to, right over here, take 2 attacks of opportunity, and the second Twig Blight, this one, that attacks me, when it attacks, I'm going to trigger my Sentinel.
Both hit. You take 7 damage total from the 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
And how are you going to trigger your Sentinel?
If they attack, I can trigger it as a bonus
Isn't it-
action.
They have to attack another character, not you.
Yeah.
If it attacks
Other
anybody
target than
other
you.
than you,
Other than you. Okay. So I'm going to attack this Twig Blight right here with advantage.
Okay.
And I'm rolling 2d20s because I don't have the sheet for him. So it's 10 plus 5 to hit.
All right, that hits.
And 2d6 plus 3.
Yeah. So that one dies. Okay. Cool. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna lean over my shoulder now that I ran around the corner and have seen Albert and go, "Urgh," and nudge and like kind of point with my nose to the top right.
Albert.
I'm
knows.
trying to signal that
Albert
this side's
knows.
okay. Yeah, this side's okay. Worry about
You
the
also
other
left your
side.
wizard unprotected.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They can pile in too, I think.
Are they climbing the building?
No,
I hope not.
They're moving forward.
Zombies.
And it is going to cast Longstrider on itself. Oh, cool. Perfect. Theron.
I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right here. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands using my Mage Initiate background, meaning I don't burn a spell slot. And it is a 15-foot cone. And they must make a Dexterity saving throw, and that throw is 13.
Cool.
So,
So 2 of these get to make that. One passes, the other doesn't. You're not going to hit that twig blight through a wall. As a heads up. So 2 of them. They both pass.
Okay, then they take, I think, half of this. Okay, they take half of this fire damage, so it is 3d6. 1, 2, 3.
And you can only cast that once, correct?
I can cast it again, but I have to use spell slots. I can cast it once without burning a spell slot per long rest.
Alright.
Okay,
Cool.
and I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move here.
Alright, 1 second.
And that's my turn.
Cool. So Twig Blight AA. They are all going to. Actually, you all aren't going to be able to see this one. Perfect. And that is their turn.
Did they poof?
Those ones did poof, yes. And now it's these ones. Perfect. You're gonna get 4 attacks on you, E Bapef.
Send it. The DC is 14.
Yeah. So 3 of these are gonna hit. For 8 damage. These twig blights surround you and start swinging, but again, they're not the strongest creatures in the world.
I just snarl at him.
Perfect. Albert.
Albert is gonna move one step here and shoot a fire bolt at the one directly south of E Bapef.
Directly south of E Bapef. Okay.
26 to hit, if that hits.
Yeah, 26 hits. Yeah, because I was gonna say you have to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He's crafty with his fireballs. It looks like a 6 and something else I can't see.
Yeah, you
6
killed it.
to 8. Yeah, okay. So the one south of Bapef is dead, and I'm gonna continue to move behind Elzeiros because I'm a scaredy cat. And that's my turn.
Awesome. Elzeiros, it is your turn.
All right, we're just gonna keep picking them off because they're standing there. The blue druid isn't us, right?
No.
Okay. I'll fire one arrow at the twig next to the blue druid,
Mm-hmm.
and one arrow at the one next to Ben at the very top. Actually, yeah.
So
No, you know what? Here,
Here
we'll do this.
and here.
Hold on,
right?
I'm stepping. We'll do that, and I'll shoot that one on the corner, and then this one on the bottom.
on the
So
bottom.
this one and this one?
The one on the bottom and the one up at the top right corner.
Okay. So up here and here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bottom one, 20.
20 hits.
Top one, nat 20.
Yep. Both hit.
All right, bottom one damage.
Gotta roll that
Top one
crit.
damage.
Pretty numbers.
Yeah, they both fall
I
apart.
guess reversed, whatever. So 12 on the top, 8 on the bottom.
And those both go away rather quickly.
All right, and that'll be my turn.
Perfect. And we are back up to Bazzlo.
Alright, in order to avoid my direwolf friend getting surrounded, I move into this spot here, and I take a swing at the twig plight directly in front of me.
It does not hit.
Why am I rolling ones all of a sudden? I'm gonna take a dagger swing at him. 17.
12 does not hit. You don't get to add your bonus on offhand.
Oh.
Unless you have a dual wielding. So that doesn't hit.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Alright, perfect. Muurujin.
Alright, I am going to take a step down here, get better LOS. And I'm gonna cast magic missile here at the first level. I'm gonna hit the 3 targets in the back.
Back here, next to
Actually, no, I'm just gonna hit the 3 in the front line. I'm gonna hit the 3 in the front line. 1 magic missile each.
these ones.
Yep.
3 touching E Bapef, yep.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Okay. That's the top one.
Yep.
That's the middle one. And that's the bottom one.
Alright, so top one dies, and forgive me, it's really hard to like fucking.
There's a lot of units.
522 north to south.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I know the interface that Mike is looking at right now. Holy crap. It's a lot of units.
So that's the bottom one.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay. 3, 6.
Yep. 9, damn good fine. Suck it to me one more time. Get low.
Get low.
Get low, get low, get low.
We're all product of the fucking 90s and early 2000s, and we're fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Bapef's direwolf does a little dog bow.
Apef.
All right, I'm going to. None of these have attacked a Bazzlo yet, so I'm going to attack the one right in front of me.
Alright, cool.
So that is definitely hits. And
Yep.
then 2d6 plus.
Well, if
that's
it wasn't
plus 3, so
if that wasn't already damaged, so
Yeah.
okay.
My turn wasn't waste. Nor was yours. Together.
and
Sorry.
I'm actually going to take the rest of my turn and move forward.
Alright, so these 2 left. So All right. I'm going to this druid is going to cast a thunder wave on you, Geo, and I need you to make a con saving throw. 14 needed a 16 to. Okay, got it. So thunder wave is it 1d8 for each level above the first one. Okay, so 2d8 damage. Fuck me. Alright, you take 9 damage, Geo, and you are knocked prone and thrown here.
Do we want to do what we did in Avernus? If you get thrown up against something, you roll like a D4?
He didn't hit a wall. Okay. He just gets pushed 10 feet.
Lucky dog.
I know.
Alright, perfect. And that is that druid's turn. Theron, it is your turn. Theron, it is your turn.
He's still
I'm
really
gonna.
Back here reading spells,
Yeah.
as is tradition.
She just got pushed back 10 yards. Give him a fucking break, man.
I'm gonna pick myself up. Annoyed at this druid. Generally, I'm not a man of violence, but I'm gonna look at this druid and say, "Oh, you shouldn't have." I'm gonna walk directly. Actually, I want to walk right here.
How doth thou?
I want to cast what's it called? Spirit Guardians. And it is a 15-foot circle.
What's the con saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw, and it is 14.
Druid saves.
Okay.
Twig blights don't.
Then it is 3d8.
Yeah, so the 2 twig blights are just gonna fucking die.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for the druid.
9 damage on the druid. Or 9
half.
cut to 4.
Yeah. 4. Perfect. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, cool. Alright, so this is still second round.
Your stealth mob of assassins should go next, and then me.
Yep, that's exactly what's happening.
And you're about to eat another fireball, my guy.
Shit, they're back. They weren't leaving, they were regrouping.
Sorry, bud.
You can hit most of the twig blights and not me.
But I can hit
Well,
all
now-
of them, man.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
You're not getting any healing ever again.
Albert's just doing a wind up, like sitting there with a baseball bat before you're ready to swing, just gripping the bat.
It's very exciting. Hold on, no, they. Whoa.
I cast it on yourself now.
Hold on.
No, wait
They
about
were
me!
12 spaces away from me. I know they didn't goddamn teleport. I counted. From that fucking top left space, they're more than 12 points away from me. There's no way.
What if there are more coming?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So, as you all are continuing to fight and go through all of these things, more crackling and leaves start coming out from the vineyard in this case. Yeah. There's a lot of enemies here, folks. I'm sorry. All right.
Kill the druid.
I mean, you're the one that has to do the logistics of it.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
It's a lot of work, especially if you haven't done them A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, so I have them grouped into they all attack at the same time. So it's
like
easy
little batches.
Yeah, so it's really easy to kill them off without labeling them.
And there are twig blights, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You take 2 hits from these twig bites, Albert, and you take 8 damage total on that.
I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. And it is now the bottom
Okay.
ones here. No, you're very last. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, twig blights here.
Not 20 gang.
Here.
Yeet.
Yeet.
All right. So, twig blight here is going to attack Bazzlo, which is going to probably trigger Direwolf, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so he's going to hit. Bazzlo, you are going to take 5 damage from the twig blight.
Okay.
All right, and Direwolf, how does this reaction go? Does Bazzlo get to attack, or do you get to attack? I can't remember how soon.
I get one.
Okay.
I'm unsure as to whether or not I get advantage from pack tactics.
I mean, if you're next to a person and you're making
Yep,
attacks.
Wolf's allies. Yep.
Yep.
So, gonna do another D20. 15 to hit. Plus 5. They both hit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. All right, he is going to move up into here, and 4 twig blights are going to attack you, Mr. Direwolf.
We came
1
prepared.
hits, 2 hits. 1 misses. 1 misses. You are going to take 3. Total of 7 damage from 2 twig blights there.
All right, Bapef, the direwolf rears back a little bit, but he's still, got a little fight in him.
Albert, it is your turn.
Albert's angry.
There you go.
Would you say that's not hitting me and that's not hitting Theron?
Looks
It is
pretty.
tec-
Yeah.
It is technically in your space, the circle.
Oh, no.
It's in your
Right?
square, right?
It's in my square.
So
Okay,
in the
okay.
future, treat the
So, no,
square. like
I'm
the
dodging
rule.
squares here. Are you saying this is acceptable?
Yeah. That would
And it
hit all
catches the
their
druid?
squares. Yeah.
Doesn't hit me or Theron?
It's not in my square. Not in
It
your
might
square.
be if
Okay.
we were to rules
It's a
lawyer.
20-foot radius, correct?
That's correct.
If we were to rules lawyer
So
and
if
it
we
partially
around-
hits a square, they might get like extra cover.
No, I mean,
I'm dodging squares on my screen.
yeah, no, I know. I'm just trying to figure something out here because the only one I would be, I think you're good on your
The
end.
druid looks like they might get extra.
Well,
cover.
that's
the
why I
druid
positioned
is
it like
fine.
this, because
Yeah.
I could take out another twig blight if I didn't do this.
I'm trying to see the Theron is the one I am looking at here. You should be good.
It's
Yeah,
not
I
touching
think
me.
I'm out of his
Let me
square.
get my token.
Yeah, no, I'm out of his square.
Yeah.
If we're doing it by
There
that.
you go.
In future, for you, Mike, if like the circle doesn't cover more than half their square, I would consider giving them like a bonus cover for their AC.
Theron, don't move your token where you can't move it. Alright, perfect. Honestly,
1, 2, 3, 4.
the twig
5,
blights are
6.
going to die. Like, they're vulnerable to fire. Like,
Okay.
that's just what's going to happen.
All right, Druid needed DC 15 Dex.
Yep. Go ahead and just get rid of this because it's a fucking pain in my ass. And it 18 dex, it makes it.
It takes half of 18, 22, 26, 13 damage total. Is 26 half to 13? Unless the druid's vulnerable to fire.
The druid is not vulnerable to fire.
And that is... I will take an attack of opportunity from that twig blight and move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. And I'll stay right here.
Hit. You take 4 damage from that attack of opportunity.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes.
These little
and that's my turn.
Yes, that's your turn. These little fucking cocksuckers are hitting tonight.
Little bastards.
All right, give me 1 second here to clear up some of my screen. Everybody but 1 on this branch. Okay.
Also, you're welcome, Mike, because I just took 8 players out of your control.
Way less rolls.
There's way less fucking
He
shit
proceeds
on the
to add
initiative.
20 more twig blades.
Yeah, he's like, you know,
There's
you
more
should've
rustling
waited,
of
bud.
leaves.
Yeah. So we are back. It is now the 3rd round of combat. So let's see here.
At the end of my turn, I yell, "We should probably go inside so we can get him in a single file line," and that's the end of my turn.
Perfect. Give me 1 second.
Huron's over there shrugging like, sure, let me get right on that.
Fucking 1v1ing this druid over here.
Hey, I just hit
That's
him
what you want your
for
healer to do.
13 fire damage.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, no.
Forgive
Nice
me.
goal.
I've got a lot of shit moving around here in the background.
I will shoot the twig blight in front of me and then decide what to do after that.
Okay, so he is point blank range, so
I got a nat 1, so that definitely didn't work.
second one definitely hits though.
Yeah, but it was at disadvantage because it's point blank range.
Okay. Yeah, so are you going to take your second attack though?
Yeah. Same guy. Nat 1 again. All right.
Yeah.
Great turn. Well, I'm not going to step back now. I should have stepped back at the beginning. That's hindsight. All right, that's it.
Okay, cool. And now it is Bazzlo's turn.
All right, so first question: can I see the druid from where I'm at?
You will have to shoot through Muurujin or Albert.
It'll add cover.
Yeah, it'll add cover.
Even if it's like Tasha's, not a damage.
Yeah.
How does?
Yeah,
Yeah. If
that
you have
should
sight,
go.
yeah, you can see it. As long as you have the range on it.
It was a targeted spell, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to whip out my pan flute and just turn around, take a look at that druid, and he's going to need a wisdom saving throw 15.
He succeeds.
They are wise.
Yeah.
Dang it. If I can see Theron from here, how is he looking?
He's looking decent at this point. The thing is you switched from your weapon to your pan flute, so you used your bonus action.
That is true.
Is that how we're playing it?
Yeah, that's we laid
'Cause
that out at the beginning.
Well, we talked about like you can draw your weapon as part of your action. His rules is written.
Yes, but he put away his weapon
Okay.
and then drew his pan flute. Fair?
No, nothing else. Okay. I'm chilling then. That's my.
No, does everyone feel like that's fair? I want to be clear here.
I
Fair.
feel like it's very penalizing to a class that needs to be able to switch between melee and
It
an
is,
instrument.
but it's also the thing where the action economy is important, which actually builds some.
You don't
want to
break the game like I
it does
did.
build
Yeah.
thought behind
Yeah.
it, but switching from his pan flute to his sword,
was-
that's another bonus action?
No, so he himself had his dagger and his rapier in his hand.
Oh, if you're dual wielding, then
Yes.
yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, I'm swinging.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I hadn't engaged, I
You
could
got to
use it.
sheath
Okay.
one and pull the other thing out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Then, yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Muurujin.
All right, I am going to cast Melf's mini meteors here. So I'm gonna summon 6, hold up my focus and summon 6 little marble-sized meteors floating around my head, and I am gonna point one at where's it? These guys down here in a 5-foot radius.
Okay.
And those are 15 dex saving throws.
Let's see. Yeah, those 15 decks.
Yeah.
Fail. Pass.
Okay, so 8.5 of 8.
8.5 of 8. Okay, so they're all dead.
And then, so those 3 are dead, and then I'm casting the another one at the druid.
DJ Khaled.
All right, cool. And that's a dex.
Yeah,
Fail.
boom. Fail for this much damage.
5. Perfect.
6, that's right. Okay, cool.
All right, is that your turn?
I am going to position myself right next to Albert here, and end my turn.
All right, perfect. Bapef.
So, question. I don't need to do this right now, but I would like to know for future. If I could collapse, would I take an attack of opportunity? If I collapsed outside of that area.
Like, as in you.
He goes from
I
two
go from
squares by
dire
2
wolf
squares to 1 square by 1
to
square.
once. Yep. And if I
Can he
collapse,
choose the square he collapses to? And if he does choose the square he collapses to, does he take an opportunity attack?
I have no fucking idea. Honestly.
it's up to you.
It's up to you.
Literally
It's your
up
rule,
to
bud.
you. Yeah.
That's a very. It's probably not written in the handbook.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the thing is I'm always probably gonna lean on the side of being punishing. Just that's how I want to play.
That's
in
fair.
my mind.
Yeah, that's
so,
fair.
yeah,
I'm a
like,
dire wolf. I have that's an unfair thing that I can do. So it's fair that I would still get the attack of opportunity. Now, the question remains, do I take that damage as a dire wolf or as Bapef?
I would imagine the dire would have consumes the 2x2 space. If you're to the 1x1 space,
Because
where you
he is
provoke
the unit
attack
that's
of
in
opportunity,
range.
You're probably taking it as a humanoid, not the dire wolf.
Right, but the dire wolf is the unit that is in range, and I'm the unit that's not in range, and that's
You're-
totally up to
You're
you.
only not in range, provoking the attack of opportunity once you transform back into yourself.
But then that would be okay because
Yeah.
he would be transformed in that space.
The
though,
thing
you know what
that
I mean?
is in that space
No. He
is
should take the
Okay.
damage, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You
So-
end up
so-
in a 1x1, and you take the damage because the 1x1 is what provoked the attack of opportunity, not
Right.
the 2x2.
right,
So
and that's
just-
fair. Yeah, I agree
Take
with
the
that.
guesswork
but-
out and just move before you transform.
Right,
If you're gonna take it anyways,
That
yeah.
would
Yeah,
actually
take the attack of opportunity as the dire wolf.
exactly.
Then
I just
transform.
wanted to clarify. Yeah.
Sure.
So what I'm gonna do is move here, take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So, all right, little fucker.
Use my bonus, turn back into Bapef.
Natural 20. For 7 damage in wolf form.
7. So Wolfie's good. I'm gonna turn back into Bapef. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam on the druid at the 2nd level.
And you guys are going after this low-level druid.
I don't think the druid's that big of a deal. I think it's one of many.
All right, cool. So what's the con saving throw?
Give me 1 sec. 14.
Fails.
That is 10.
Yeah, that. So the druid. How does the druid die here?
I transform out of my wolf form and, looking pretty unscathed, eloquently hold my hand out, and a giant beam of light falls down on it, and I'm going to take that moonbeam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm gonna hit both of these twig blights with it.
Okay, perfect. Both those twig blights are probably going to die. Just roll the damage for both of them.
That's a 6 and
One's
a 15.
Okay. I need to roll for 1. And he passes. Okay, so this one goes away. This one's hanging on by a thread. Is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, Theron.
Yay. I'm going to take 1 step this way. 2 steps this way. God damn it.
Roll the damage.
And I need a... Okay.
11. Okay, cool.
3, 4, 5,
I need
6,
you to
7, and
shit with you.
move right here, and then yeah, there you go.
All right, cool.
And then were you gonna say something?
Nope.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
As my action, I guess I will cast Word of Radiance at the remaining blight or twig thing. And I need
Dex
a
saving
Constitution
throw
14.
or con? Okay, I thought it was
Con
Dex.
14.
All right, and it passes.
Okay. Well, I don't kill it.
Oh,
And
does
that's
that
my
not do any damage? It doesn't half it.
I don't. It's a cantrip. No, no
Okay.
damage.
Perfect.
Well, you level 5, so cantrips go up in damage, don't they?
Not if it's resisted.
Oh, no, if it's resisted, okay.
Yeah, if it can save.
I see, okay.
Yeah, it can do a full save, not a half save.
All right.
He's moving shit again.
It's yeah.
You can group them?
Mm-hmm.
No, when did this happen?
Like 3
We took off for
sessions
2
ago.
weeks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also had a
No,
yeah,
no, like in
and
the
they made a-
encounter thing, you can group them now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
We've missed basically 3 weeks between.
The last
Skipping a
6
week.
weeks, we've missed 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Also, I think the playlist ended.
Yeah.
Just
GMBot is not doing music anymore. I'm sad. I'm very sad.
Oh my god.
I wanted.
Shit.
All right, cool. So as that, we'll just go ahead and say this one dies. As that last, you guys are cleared out the druid and a bunch of these twig blights in this case. It goes silent for a couple seconds. The rain is still pattering, and the ground is starting to turn to mud. All your breath is heavy. You're very clearly, starting to run out of stamina in this case. With the ground turning to mud, your movement is now going to be decreased by 5 at the moment. In that case, around this. From the winery itself, you start to hear creaking and some of the crashing inside the winery. From the vineyard, you hear just a loud crashing noise come through in this case. Something large is moving through the vineyard towards your location right now. Hold on 1 second.
Inside. Everybody get inside.
Yeah, I want to take my moonbeam and move it to the front door and be like, let it follow us in.
Perfect. So you guys are going to... I will give you 1 round of movement. God damn it. I will give you 1 round of movement in this case to essentially just move. That's it.
Bapef is going to
Alphabetical?
run straight to the door, and I'm gonna... Can I move my moonbeam and just pull it behind me a little bit?
Absolutely.
Are we still in that time frame?
Yeah, how
I'll
much
let
of a
this-
breather did we have?
Not like a couple seconds. Where
Then
Okay.
he should still be up. So you want to say 2 rounds?
Oh yeah, no. His moonbeam's still up. We're
Okay,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna also move toward the
I'm
house.
gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, and you said I was cut down by 5, and I can't land on Bapef's space, so I'm right here.
Exactly.
So we only lose 5 off of our movement.
Yes, you lose 5.
And
Okay.
that being said, I'm gonna move my moonbeam all the way to the front door.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect.
Mr. Zero.
Elzeiros, are you back?
Yeah, I've been back.
Oh, okay.
You got your movement minus 5 to try to run towards the door is what's currently happening.
If we run through the moonbeam, we'll get hurt, right?
No.
It's creatures of his choice.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll be
Well, in that
blessed
case-
with druidic light.
I'm going to cast Longstrider on myself.
Essence of Acorn.
Essence of acorn.
Excuse me. So that bumps my movement up to 40 feet.
Minus 5.
Yeah, that's with minus 5.
Okay, cool.
5, 6. I can't get in the door. 7, 8. We'll go right there.
Okay, perfect. Is that everybody's movement here?
Yes, I believe
Well,
so.
we can. Are you gonna let us get? Never mind. Keep going. We'll figure it out.
All right, give me 1 second here. What is this? Okay. What's your fucking initiative? Sorry, I'm having to do some initiative rolls on the side here.
Oh, I believe Moonbeam is not selective. I'm reading it.
So it would
He
hit somebody
would-
if they walked through
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, perfect. So as you barrel towards the door, you do continue to hear that crashing. From the vineyard comes this monstrous tree barreling towards you, what seems to have a mouth agape as well. You see a druid appear with it as well, chanting some words. Bapef, as you close towards the door here as well, you hear commotion from the room next to you. And with that, we're going to start. Actually, it is Albert, you were the last in order, so I'm going to let you go ahead and take your turn here, as to not shank you a turn. And then it's going to be Elzeiros' turn.
I see a massive tree blight,
Yes.
and I know I can't run through Bapef's fire without getting fucked up.
Can we retcon, and with me knowing that the
I will
beam is
let
going to
you
be a
move your
problem,
fucking
delete it?
boom somewhere else.
Yeah.
Move it
I'll
back to
just
where it
I'll
was.
just delete it, to be fair, because
Okay,
I didn't
cool.
read up on it. I feel like that's
Oh, yeah,
fair.
also, you can't move it in your first turn. It says
At
each
the end
turn,
of my turn.
afterwards.
Yeah.
No. As an action, you can move it.
Which
It
we all
costs an
had
action to cast it, and
Yeah.
it also costs an action to move it. So you can't do both on one turn.
Huh.
Right.
I
You're
just
right.
read it.
So yeah.
Firebolt on Tree Blight for 14 to hit.
14 does not hit the tree blight. As you launch this fireball, it hits the tree and just dissipates. Smoldering bits of little bark or chaff that it had apart. It just blows across it.
Albert's gonna run in the house. That's 1, 2, 3.
Where are you at?
First square inside the house, up the stairs.
Okay, give me 1 second, because you're not going to necessarily... And then... So, move yourself back to those stairs.
Okay.
Jeez.
Right. And there are twig blights in the house.
Surprise.
Alright. So I don't do that.
This house is
And
looking real flammable.
I just stand right
Last
here
resort?
and I'm like, well, fuck. And that's...
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. Elzeiros.
All right. I mean, it'd be really funny to run up and stab him and run away, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to take a step to the side so I don't shoot Bazzlo in the back of the head.
Thank you.
And we're going to launch 2 arrows at Tree Blight, because why not?
All right, perfect. Go ahead and let it go rip.
First one hits,
Yeah, absolutely.
second one 19.
Also, if you haven't used your bonus action,
Yes, I was just thinking about that.
all right. So you
All right.
apply mark on it. Both of those hit. Roll for damage.
Great. 10, 16, 17 damage, and then... No, that's also a bonus action. Yeah, 17 damage.
Okay, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Bazzlo.
Just take a wild shot at this. There's no way I can stand next to Albert and do anything into the building.
No.
Possible.
You can try to do it if you're gonna attack or something. Probably not. If you can get line of sight on whatever's in front of Albert if you want to like cast a spell or something.
Well, in that case, while I'm out here, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the tree blight.
All right. What is that? Wisdom saving throw?
You big dumb
Wisdom
tree.
saving 15. Big, dumb, ugly, barky looking motherfucker.
It fails.
What happens to it?
It takes. Does Vicious Mockery get 2d4 at 5?
I guess this is the first time I've seen it roll 2 die. Yeah,
Yes.
2d4
Perfect.
for 6.
Cool, and it's got a disadvantage on its next attack.
Yes. Then I'm just looking around the party. Does anyone look like they need healing? Is anyone
You
looking like
can't
crap?
tell. It has been just absolute chaos. You have all been wading through a shit ton of blights and druids, so you can't tell.
Okay, well, in that case, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration with my extra bonus for Albert. I'm going to toss him that 1d8.
Thank
Awesome.
you, sir.
Or inspired.
Muurujin.
Alright, I am going to cast a little meteor right down here on those two. A 5-foot radius like that, so I'm hitting both of these guys.
And that's a dex?
15 dex, yes.
Okay. Tree Blight saves. And that is Druid C. And both save.
Okay, so they only get hit for 2 for fire damage.
Fire damage does not affect the Tree Blight.
Okay. And I'm gonna cast my second one for this turn. Oh, that was a mistake. Over here on these guys, because I'm assuming I have line of sight in the door here.
Give you line of sight. Fuck it.
So for those 4.
All right, and this is all dex.
Yeah, it's all dex.
Actually, that works because there's steps up into the house, so there's elevation there.
2 pass, 2 fail.
Okay. Let's do a fresh roll instead of that mistake roll. So 9 damage. Saving is half damage, so 4 or 5, however you want to take it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright,
Any
that
second
was my bonus action, so now I will cast Chaos Bolt at the 2nd level at the Druid.
Which one?
The Druid, the only Druid I can see.
Shit,
Gotcha.
there's more than one? Yeah.
Oh, Druid C. We've
Like
only seen
searching the
Druid
whole
A
map.
so far. What the fuck?
All right, so you're casting Chaos Bolt. It's going to be +2 because the Tree Blight's in the way to hit. You've got to go 2 over it.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, knowing that, can I just hit the Tree Blight instead?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I
Okay,
were you,
cool.
Mike, a large creature would be full cover.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
I could agree with that. Okay. Alright, then here's my hit.
17 hits.
Okay, so here is the damage. So I choose between 6 and a 7, which is psychic. We'll do psychic damage.
All right. You have psychically injured the Tree Blight.
Did that do I cast it at the 2nd level, so I get, what do I get? An extra 1d6. Let me roll that too. Oh, that didn't roll to everyone. I rolled a 4, so an extra
Okay.
4 damage.
Perfect.
And then I'm just gonna tighten up our group and move right here.
E Bapef.
I am going to walk past Albert, breeze past him, and try to shove Twig Blight. The music just stopped. And occupy his space while casting Shillelagh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Maybe it was just Mike. Because the music stopped and we can't hear
No,
him.
Mike's
Mike's
little
frozen.
icon's going. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah, he said PC decided to reboot.
That's fine.
Unacceptable.
I'm just gonna walk in.
He's just gotta
Which
reboot.
one, guys?
I just hope I
God.
don't get hit and lose my concentration.
Yeah, I don't. Do we think inside's safer or outside
He can't
safer?
fit. So Davis told us
He can't fit. Yeah.
he can't fit.
He can't fit. Yeah, and if there's like a million twig blights here, it doesn't matter. They all just
Hey,
automatically die as long as
if
I
he
have my
can't
spirit
fit,
guardians up.
you got to acquit.
No.
Okay. Bapef.
All right. So before you disconnected and the music's also off, I want
Yes,
to
I'm
push.
Working on it. God damn it.
I want to I just want to let you know. I want to breeze past Albert and use my action to shove Twig Blight and then cast Shillelagh as a bonus action.
You want to shove Albert and
No,
Nope.
no.
Because
Run
I can
past
move
Albert.
through my buddies. Yeah, I'm going to
Shove Twig Blight.
shove Twig Blight in order to occupy his space.
And
But
cast
wouldn't you
Shillelagh.
have to occupy Albert's space in order to push the Twig Blight?
He's allowed to move past me in a turn. You can look at that however you want to.
But
yes,
not
you
past.
can move past. Yeah,
There is no past here.
yeah.
So
Sorry to ask real quick, but are we going for another, or I guess to 8:30, which is 10:30 your guys' time?
Yes, we are today.
Okay, just double checking.
Yep.
will you allow me to make some checks to see if I can do that and get in front of Albert? And
No,
shove.
you would have to occupy Albert's space to be able to shove the Twig Blight.
Okay. That being said, I'm going to cast Moonbeam at the second level. I'm going to burn the Twig Blight in front of me. Give Albert some room to breathe.
Okay. That Twig Blight's just gonna fucking die. Roll for damage real quick.
There's a
It's a con saving throw. Okay, cool. It fails con saving throw. Perfect. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to have
Tree Blight.
the door sealed up and deal with the Tree Blight.
Okay. The Tree Blight is going to move here towards Theron. What does it have to save there?
It is a wisdom. It's wisdom. Hold on.
14. Okay. It
14.
fails. Roll damage.
Sick.
Nice.
Not sick.
Okay. It is going to do a multi-attack here. So this tree blight lumbers over to you. It reaches out with a branch attack here. And 11 does not hit.
Disadvantage.
And then it does grasping root as well for 24 to hit. I need
Wait.
you to... What?
It does disadvantage.
Yeah, the
because
first
of
one it had
wisdom. Okay.
disadvantage and
Oh.
it missed it. The second one it
Okay.
doesn't get disadvantage twice. Yep.
Okay.
So 24 to grasp you. I need you to do a. The target is grappled until the. Okay, so your takes and you're going to take 7 damage. And then it is going to use its bonus action to bite you because you are grappled. 22 hits. And you are going to take 17 damage on top of that. This tree blight has picked you up and then taken a bite out of you, and you are struggling in that case.
Shit. Theron's not looking good.
All right.
And then...
At least it's not a shambling mound, Theron. Okay, it is now Druid A's turn. Running out here, Druid A is going to cast Thunder Wave, and it's gonna hit E Bapef as well as Albert here, because that's 15 feet in front. I need you guys to both roll a con DC 12 or DC 14, excuse me.
Oh fuck! I met a 12.
Okay. And then you as well, Albert. Okay. So 1d8 at the first level. You both are going to take 4 damage and be pushed back 10 feet. Muurujin, with
I need
these
to do a
two
concentration save.
through.
Yeah, I do too. I was waiting till the end of this turn.
Yours is only 4, so you just have to beat a 4, baby.
Cool.
Theron, yours.
Watch me roll a nat 1. It's a 5.
Okay, you beat it. That's all that matters. Actually, it's a 10, at least a 10. I thought. Whatever.
10 minimum.
Yep, 10 minimum.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Perfect. Theron, you are grappled. It is your turn. I need you to go ahead and give a DC 15 saving throw to try to escape.
Strength or...
Yes, strength.
Okay. Hold on, I want to see if my...
Or DC 15, so it's either strength or dex.
Okay, yeah, my ability can't help me in this turn. Okay, so... fuck me, dude.
Okay.
Is that my action, is trying to save it?
You're grappled, so you get a save. I don't, how does grapple work again? Fuck. Zach, do you remember
Use
how
your
grapple
action. Yeah.
Use your action to grapple a person. The person has to make a strength check to get the fuck out.
works? But does the person having to do the check use their action to get out?
Yes.
I don't know if it's the end of every turn or that. I think they have to use their action.
There's prone where you can use your movement to get up. There's grappled and the other one where you have to actually use an action to get out.
Okay.
Escaping a grapple, a creature can use its action to escape. If you have to use your action to escape.
Yes.
Prone is the only one you can just stand up.
Yep.
Do I
So-
still have a bonus action?
Yep.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Is that a somatic portion?
I lied. I meant Healing Word. Healing Word is yeah.
Yes, you can cast Healing Word on yourself.
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay.
I'm out of spell slots, boys.
Okay, cool. Alright. Druid see Strahd. Can't Druid see.
Not looking good, bro.
And they're gonna Druid C is gonna cast Shalala. And in their turn, Albert.
Tasha's on Druid A, need a 15 wisdom.
Got it. And it fails.
Alright, A is laughing uncontrollably. I take a step up here to break LOS of the doorway, and that's my turn.
All right, perfect. And we are back to the top of the order, Elzeiros.
Nice. You know what? Screw this tree. He's already marked. Let's keep flinging some arrows at him.
All right, before you take a shot at the tree, you do notice that there is a grasping root protruding from the tree blight that has Theron grappled here.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question that might be a bit metagamey, so bear with me.
Yep.
Do I think I could take a shot and sever the root?
You do think that you can try to damage the root, but you don't know if it is going to break or not.
Okay, and would my bonus apply to the root as well as the tree?
It would, but there's more to it than that, is what I'll say.
Okay. You know what? I'll try and save Theron. He's healed me enough times. I care about him at least a little bit.
So you're gonna launch one arrow at the root?
We'll do 2.
Okay.
16.
16 hits on the root.
Alright, and a 19.
Yep, 19 hits.
6 damage. 6 damage.
So as you hit the root with your arrows and the mark, you do notice that the root shrivels back, but the piercing damage, or the piercing isn't, it just sticks into the root itself, and it loosens its grasp, but then tightens it right back up.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to do that because I'll hit Theron. I guess I'll end my turn there then.
Okay. Bazzlo.
I would like to start by hitting
Whoever's
Gold
banging their desk, please stop.
No!
Who that is.
That's my upstairs neighbor. I can't stop it.
I'm going to start by casting Vicious Mockery on Tree Blight.
Okay.
Call him a big, dumb, ugly green tree to let go of my friend.
It succeeds.
He's 15.
Yep, wisdom
Succeeds.
16, succeed.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Then I will cast at the second level Healing Word on Theron. So that's 2d4 plus 4. Rolling. 4 to 9. Healy boys. And I think I'll just stay right here, and that's my turn.
Muuru.
Alright, I'll use my bonus action to cast one of my 2 remaining meteors inside the room.
Alright, perfect.
And
Where
that
at within the room?
here, 5 feet, and we'll do it right there, centered on those 3.
Druid already hits, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
And then these 2 will do dex. Okay. Both die. And then Druid is no longer under Tasha's, but it does take 7 damage.
No, it gets a DC 15 wisdom to see if it's still under Tasha.
That's if it gets attacked though, it automatically ends Tasha, doesn't it?
At the end of each of its turn, or each time it takes damage, the creature can make a wisdom saving throw.
Got it. It passes.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Is that your turn, Danny?
That's my bonus action.
Okay.
Let's see here. 5, 15. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take one step here, and I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure on Druid A and try and drag him outside. I need a Strength saving throw of 15 from you.
And fails.
All right. Takes 8 damage, and it's yoinked over here.
To you.
Yes, right in front of me.
All right, cool.
All
that
right,
your turn?
and that is my turn.
E Bapef.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at the 3rd level, right on top of the tree blight. Yep. I need a DC 14 con saving throw from the tree blight.
And it is a big, constitutionally fortified boy, and he passes.
Cool. 3d10 though. 18 halved.
Right, is that your turn?
I'm going to move right here.
Alright. Theron with Grasping Root at the beginning of the Tree Blight's turn, you take 11 damage in that case.
Okay.
Alright. And the Blight here is going to turn and with its other branch attack you, E Bapef.
And you're gonna get hit.
No, he can attack you. He has to attack a creature other than you to trigger Sentinel.
No, not Sentinel. Moonbeam.
Mm.
Starts to turn there.
That's cool. So Con,
Yep. Calm 14.
it meets beats. So roll half the damage.
18 half to 9 again.
9. Got it. All right. And a 28 hits. And you are going to take 14 damage from the Tree Blight. And then it is going to use its bonus action to bite at Geo.
And that'll trigger.
Yes.
Yep.
Geo, you take an additional 11 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ, mate.
And then you get to make your swing at it, E Bapef.
With the glorious Shillelagh, 1 extra, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
For 11 damage.
Perfect. And it is Druid.
And that's
aged.
bludgeoning, by the way.
Yep. Cool. Are you going to attack the root or the Tree Blight?
I'm gonna attack the root.
All right. So as you attack the root, you break off the branch and it frees Theron from the grasping root.
Hell yeah.
Go.
Miles, you didn't have the right type of damage. I'm sorry, buddy.
No.
All right, Druid A. After being lightning lured and Tasha's hideous laughter, they're gonna go ahead and cast Thunderwave at the 2nd level. I need Con, or what is it? Con. 2d8 automatically. Constitution, yes. I need Con 14 saving throws from Bazzlo, Muurujin, and Albert.
21, boss.
Alright, cool. You're gonna take half of this damage. Alright, so half of 11 for all of you is what's... Is it 6 or 5 in that case?
5. You round down.
Yep, okay. So 5 damage to all 3 of you.
Got it.
Anybody that's looking notices Albert's looking rough.
Alright. And it is our intrepid Theron. It is your turn here. You are free from the Tree Blight. What are you gonna do?
Go. I'm gonna channel my divinity, use Balm of Peace, First off, I'm gonna immediately heal myself for 2d6 plus 3. So that plus 3 equals 11. Okay. And then this allows me to move without taking opportunities of attack. On my way out, I'm going to heal E Bapef. So
that's your bonus and your action.
What do you mean? That's just my action. No.
Damn.
So
That's so sick.
Channel Divinity doesn't take an action. You can just do it.
That's so sick.
No,
It's just charges.
No, as an action, I can use. Wait. Yeah, as an action, I can move. So no, it is an action. But so
you're
Bapef
healing
heals for
Bapef as
7.
a bonus?
No. This just heals when I move past people.
Oh, part of the effect.
Yeah. 1,
Sick.
2. Then I'm gonna heal Albert. So 1, 2. This plus 3.
Do you get to do Balm of Peace per long rest once, twice? I can't remember.
Once per short rest.
Once per short.
So that's 12 for me.
12 for you.
Thank you.
Then next is
What a good
Muurujin.
fella. You know, look at him. What a good fella.
9 for Muurujin, and then I'm gonna keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bazzlo's next. For 8, and finally my good buddy Elzeiros for 9.
That
Cute.
was so sick. So sick.
Super
I'm
clutch.
gonna end my turn.
Although I appreciate it, but I didn't need the healing. Can anyone else use it?
I don't
Just-
know that he can
I think
double.
that's
I think
the way
he just
she
got
goes.
everybody in the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
I choose, but I'm just gonna choose everyone I walk by.
Fair enough.
All right, that's Theron's turn. Me? Next?
No, Druid B's next.
Stupid Druid B. I thought we killed Druid B.
No.
Well, Druid B is Druid A, I think.
No, Druid A already went.
That's what I'm saying. Druid
I
A
think Druid B was
has
the one
died.
we killed up there already. Unless there's another Druid hiding in
no,
the building.
there's another Druid.
You better run out of druids, brother. I tell you what.
And it is Druid C's turn. Alright. And we are going to cast another Thunder Wave. Muurujin, Bazzlo, Theron, and Elzeiros.
And Bapef.
Well,
nope,
you're
not
behind
Bapef.
him.
You're behind. I need you all to roll me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Does that hit Druid A?
Meets it, beats
Yes, it does. Alright, 2d8. Alright, if you failed, you take 9 damage. If you did not fail, it's not a triangle. If
Rectangle.
you failed, you take 9 damage and you get pushed back 10 feet. If you pass, you take half of 9 damage.
Oh, he also damages his own Druid, right?
Yep, exactly.
Gotcha. Sweet.
I would like to maybe use my luck. I'm gonna use my luck.
Okay, so passes, but it still takes damage.
Please.
Good use of luck.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you a lot.
It's half of nine. Alright. Now it is your turn, Albert.
Whoops, I just sorry.
It would be like
Does
this.
Druid A look pretty rough, right?
Druid A, yeah, looks pretty fucking rough. You are within melee range.
Yeah, but magic missiles doesn't care about that, so we'll do a magic missile level 1 and we'll shoot 2 charges at A and 1 charge at C.
Works for me.
So 4 for A. Why is this dice lagging? That's a
And
3 for A, so 7 total to A.
okay, so A is looking really, 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 really rough. Bazzlo, if you don't mind, someone can play for you. We're almost done, and I don't want, if you need to go to the store, man, I don't want you to miss out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is someone able to possibly play for me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Can I
Sorry,
shoot the
fellas.
third one at A knowing it's not
You're good.
dead, or did I call my C? And
You
that's what
called
it
your
is?
C.
Yep, okay.
What was 4C? I didn't get that last one.
C's 2. And that is my turn.
All right, Elzeiros, it is your go.
All right. I guess I'm gonna keep shooting this tree. Let's make it look like a pincushion.
All right.
14
A 14 does not hit.
and a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Oh, right. Great turn.
It is Bazzlo's turn.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say Albert's been the token play another character.
I'll voice the
Anybody
character.
can do
Let
it.
Geo play it. Well, guys,
Okay,
I think I'll
so
pull out
for-
my knife for once, and I'll fucking stab at the mate.
Twice now.
I'm a vicious mockery to the tree blight. I'm just kidding. I am going to use a level 3 spell slot and cast slow.
That
Yeah,
causes
so it
a
is a
creature to
four-
use either movement, action, or bonus action, correct? They only get one of their economy.
40-foot cube. Yeah. Oh, so he can target all 4 of them actually. So he's going to target the tree blight and all 3 druids.
That's
And-
creatures of your choice?
Willing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sick.
okay.
Creature. Yeah. It must make a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom 15. Or it is affected. The affected target speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC. And dexterity saving throws. It can't take reaction. On its turns, it can either make an action or a bonus action, not both. And it can make only one attack if it uses the attack action. If it casts a spell with somatic components, there's a 25% chance it fails. Yeah, so
Okay.
wisdom
So
15.
we're doing on all everything.
Everything.
Okay. Right.
40 foot,
so-
right? So 5, 10, 15,
Yeah, so
Yeah. 8 by 8.
40.
Or no, 16 by 16.
Holy shit. That's huge.
Yeah.
Does he have line of
No,
sight?
it's 8 by 8.
Does he have line of sight on all of them?
It's a 40-foot cube.
You can't if it goes right
There's
here.
nothing about having line of sight on here.
Okay.
He can just do it, yeah.
Just fucking.
This motherfucker has these kinds of spells and is just like vicious mockery. Like,
Druids all save. Hold on one second. And you said this is a DC what?
15.
15 and tree blight saves. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I feel like he's
Well-
saving for the right moment to blow spells, and the moment comes.
Yeah. And then he just,
Passes them by.
Beginning of combat where there were 80 enemies, that would probably been
Yeah.
awesome. And he's gonna hey mate, I'm gonna use my bonus action and give E Bapef Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You guys were just spoiled with how I played Bard. I'm sorry. Muurujin, it is your turn.
All right, here. Let's see. I am going to. What is shove? Is that an action?
Shove is an action.
Okay. Scratch that. We are going to sword burst. I can't pass through the druid in front of me, correct?
You cannot pass through the druid in front of you.
Okay.
I know that's been confusing because there's been some tight ass maps where I've allowed
Your buddies
that to
you
happen.
can, but
Yeah.
enemies you can't.
Okay. Then I'm just going to invoke an attack of opportunity and move right here.
Okay. Druid A has a quarterstaff. And a 21 does hit. And you're going to go ahead and take 1 damage.
All right. Noted. Boom. So as he plinks my tail as I walk away, I'm going to shoot him with a ray of frost for 26.
26 hits. How does this druid go down?
Well, after he is recovering from his swing, he looks up and stares at a big blue beam in his face, and he blows his head off.
All right, cool. Is that your turn?
I am going to spend 1 sorcery point and twin that cantrip, and I am going to shoot it at the tree blight.
All right, cool. 25 hits.
15 Damahe.
Wow.
Dang.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right, Bapef.
What's the tree blight looking like?
It looks like a giant fucking angry tree.
I think it's Mighty Morphin time. I'm going to transfer all of my energy into my being and turn into not a dire wolf, but just a regular old wolf using my bonus action.
Does that break your concentration on your moonbeam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are you turning into?
Actually, let me look that up. Can I hit with the moonbeam and then use my action is the question.
It's the start of the creature's turn.
Yep,
that they
start
take
of the
damage.
creature's turn. I'm gonna reconsider. I'm just gonna sit here, hit the tree blight with my moonbeam, and move it to Druid C. And get walloped.
Okay, so you're gonna move it to Druid C.
Yeah.
Okay. Druid C needs to.
So tree
roll.
blight and Druid C.
He's already in the moonbeam, right? So it's at the beginning of his turn, or is it just because you move it, it takes damage?
Let me check.
At the start of a creature's turn.
First time. Or a turn starts on its turn there.
No. First
Yeah.
time on a turn. Or starts a turn there.
Alright.
So he
So-
wouldn't take damage. Only whatever you transfer to.
I'm just gonna hit Moonblight. Or the Tree Blight.
Okay, cool. So on his turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So his turn needs to make a con saving throw, correct?
His turn, yes.
That still gives you an action. 'cause
So I'm
you're
gonna
not
use my
moving.
action to whack him with my club with Shillelagh
Okay.
on it. Yep.
Go ahead and give me a swing.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
5 damage.
Alright, awesome. And go ahead and roll the...
And actually, I'm going to take a little movement, and I'm going to go right there.
Roll the damage.
Oh, I hit it for 5 damage.
No, for Moonbeam, bro.
Oh, for Moonbeam. Is it his turn next?
Yes.
Okay. 3d10, let's go. 11.
11. Okay. And I have to con.
Yep.
What is it, 14?
14.
Okay, meets. So 5.
So 5.
Perfect.
5 plus 5.
Awesome. So the moon or the tree here is going to lash out with a branch for a 16 to hit on you.
That hits.
Bapef.
Yep.
Okay, and you're gonna take 15 damage on that. It is now going to use grasping root on you as well, and you are now grappled and take 12 damage.
Good gravy.
And then it is going to take a bonus action and bite you, and 16 hits, and you are going to take another 17 damage.
I am knocked.
Theron, it is your turn.
Not much I can do. I am going to use my action and cast or just give emboldening bond to Albert, Muurujin, and we'll say Elzeiros. So you all now get D4s. And I'm just going to move up against this wall. I'm back here. And that's my turn.
Perfect. Druid B's turn. It's gonna roll up here. Gonna take a swing at Bazzlo with a quarterstaff. 12 does not hit, so it's not his turn. And it is gonna be Druid C's turn, who has Shillelagh. Going to run over here to Bazzlo and make a swing at him. Let's see. 15 does hit for 8 damage with Shillelagh. So Bazzlo takes 8 damage. Albert.
Okay.
Druid B is fresh. Druid C has taken damage, and Tree Blight has taken a lot of damage. Is that correct?
Tree Blight has taken quite a bit of damage, yes.
I would like to cast a firebolt at the tree.
Let it rip, buddy.
$17 to hit plus a D4.
17 hits.
Alright, here's damage. Uh, 10?
Unless you want
How does the
D4,
Tree
you've
Blight
got-
die?
Oh, you got it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, brother. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah. Albert's fucking just in a state of almost extreme fucking paranoia and just psychosis as everything is going on around him, and it's just a feral instinct of a wizard. And he just looks at the Tree Blight, sees, and it's taken a lot of hits, and he just fucking points his finger, and a little bead of fire just blasts through the fucking Tree Blight and leaves parts of it smoldering.
Sorry, I had to take my melatonin because, I must need to be a sleepy boy soon. The Tree Blight bursts into flame with seemingly a simple cantrip. As the Tree Blight goes down swinging, just on flame, it starts to smolder and slowly falls over. Seeing this, the druids both drop their staves and begin to run off into the vineyard. And that is the end of tonight.
Holy shit, I killed a Tree Blight, boys. That was fucking. That was a really good fight.
Good.
Yeah, that was like all fighting.
Not just the all fighting thing. Yeah, I like enjoy battle and everything else.
Can
But that
somebody
fight was
perchance pick me up?
pretty well orchestrated. I enjoyed it.
Yes,
Yeah, we will
Meander
say you
over
are
and pick up
stabilized, Bapef.
Alright.
Yeah, you're stabilized, buddy. Don't worry. Yeah, I have to overtune some things for 6 people. So I kind of spitball a little bit of stuff. But this fight was supposed to be giant and crazy.
No,
as soon
it
as you
was.
got here. Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.